Everybody. Excuse me. I'm just eating some olives really fast before we get the show started. Whoop. My lighting fell. Whew. Okay, these are gonna be my snack for later. Alright, everybody, welcome to Mind Over Mania. My name is Christian, and so typically I start the live stream out with a 10-minute collective message, just so that way everyone can get the vibe of what's going on here, and hopefully y'all will gain something out of it. Okay, let me pull some cards and get this collective message going. Alright. Ooh. Man, I've got a little bit of pressure in my brain. This is something I've been having for the last 2 or 3 days. I've just been having like a headache. Or like, not even just a headache, it's just pressure. And, I don't know if some of y'all are experiencing that as well, or maybe y'all are going through something that may be stressful, but, you know, keep your head up. Things are gonna get better eventually. You just gotta take it one day at a time, you know, drink your water, take care of yourself, all that good stuff. You know, I'm also hearing you gotta watch what you say to yourself and others. You need to make sure that you are allowing things to come through and channel properly. Not just with, like, channeling, like, you know, with what I'm doing and whatnot, but you gotta make sure that you're, like, open to receiving what it is you need to be receiving, right? So, for example, if you're using words or language that are conflicting against what you desire, so say, for example, you're like, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds. But every time you look in the mirror and you say, I'm fat, right? You're going to have a much more difficult time losing the 10 pounds when you continually repeat over and over these negative mantras, or trying to get the attention of somebody that you don't deserve or spirit doesn't want you with, or someone that you feel you do deserve and they're not coming towards you. At the end of the day, if you keep throwing negative energy out that way, you're going to get a response from the universe back. So making sure that you are timing your situation accordingly and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. High love is the trend. Sorry, I was like in the middle of a burp when I saw you. Confirmation burp. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the timer started. We'll start the collective message off and then I will get the list going. Okay, so okay. Yeah, so the first card we have is Many Masks, the Authentic Self. And I feel like some of you guys are trying to either juggle multiple personas, multiple friend groups, multiple lives, and I feel like you're just having a very hard time finding balance in all those different worlds. Like, so say, for example, online you have a certain persona. In person you have a certain persona. You have a persona with your friends and certain friendships. You have a persona with your parents, your spouse, your whoever is in your life. As you're navigating the world, oh my gosh, my head's just like killing me even more. Just allow things to like flow through, guys. Like, there's a certain mindset that's coming through that I think you're just you're reaching a point where you can't keep reaching this level of disappointment in your life, as well as not being able to keep up with all these different personas. One sec, I need to do like a little bit of extra spiritual protection. Okay, I'm still good. Sorry, I'm like sitting here just like my channeler is like feeling weird as I'm dealing with this weird head thing. But yeah, it's almost like y'all need to kind of stick to one kind of lifestyle or one kind of persona for a little bit, just so that way you can have some more consistency in your life. It's almost like if you're having an issue finding balance amongst multiple different kinds of people, it's because you're not really being fully aware of where and recognizing where your words and actions are conflicting with who you actually are. And when you're trying to navigate these situations with people, it's going to start not adding up in their eyes, especially as you start crossing over. So please make sure that you are staying consistent and also just being aware at this time. We've got financial constraints in reverse. Yeah, so some of you guys have been going through like a financial issue, and the floodgates are about to be open wide for y'all. Like some of y'all, maybe you were waiting on a job, you're probably going to hear from it soon. Or even I'm just seeing like your lack mindset's going to kind of go away. You're going to start to actually sit and feel whether something's working for you or not. And you're going to immediately know, is money tied to this? Is this something that's actually going to be fulfilling to me? Am I going to be able to get resources or access to things? These floodgates are going to come through. And that's why I'm saying floodgates instead of, oh, it's just opening a door. It's like, no, like you are going through a transformation right now that is processing. And as you learn to develop your own sense of self and direction, it's going to be a lot easier for money to get attracted to as well. Because you're going to know who to say no to and who to say yes to, especially in terms of money. We've got caring connections as well. This is just a reminder for some of you that if you've been worried that other people don't... Okay, I'm hearing like either someone's going to try something, or you're not going to always acknowledge when something bad happens. Maybe some of you guys like deflect and say like, oh, things weren't that bad, or this didn't happen, or whatever, when you're like talking to other people. This is just a warning from your spirit guide team that you need to start changing your mindset in terms of your connections and your relationships, because ultimately people do in fact care about you, and you're sabotaging relationships that would otherwise be good for you if you would just stop and allow things to just go the flow. Right? Like, I'm saying because I'm experiencing this, but also there's some other people in this group as well where we're having a hard time pushing through with that flowing motion because it conflicts cognitively with that multiple persona idea. But for most of you, it's really coming from a place of not trusting your connections around you, and not trusting that your spirit guide team will remove people that are not supposed to be there. So if you've been waiting on an answer of if someone is not good for you, if someone's a bad influence, if maybe a partnership is not supposed to be working out, whatever it is, your spirit guide team's trying to tell you, they have responsibility for clearing that away. So if someone is toxic in your life right now, they are meant to teach you a lesson. They are meant to teach you to stand up for yourself, to have boundaries, to do something about a situation if it doesn't feel right. Because your spirit guide team isn't just going to automatically remove everybody if you keep allowing bullshit to come into your life. And that goes for anything. Like if it's a boss, if it's a job even, if you continue to say yes to crappy management, if you say yes to jobs that don't fulfill you, if you're not showing up for yourself in these situations, then your spirit guide team can't give you what's necessary in order to do the things that you want to do. And again, I keep being focused back on this caring connections. You are supported. Like, this is your relationship with the universe, guys. Okay? This guy in the back, this is the universe having your back. And, like, you should be focusing on the roses and taking time to enjoy yourself, even in the little things, in the day-to-day processes. Because what's going to start happening is the more you start noticing the flowers, the more you take care of yourself, the more you slow down, the more things are going to come back to you, because you're not going to be stressed. You're not going to be making poor decisions. You're not going to be going towards relationships that no longer suit you or benefit you. You got your body language says so much. Yeah, I don't know if some of y'all are really bad at keeping secrets, or maybe you're really confused at how people receive you. Honestly, like, people get the hint. People get the message when it comes to your subliminal messages. And I feel like some of y'all are just like, your body language just says way more than anything that can come out of your mouth. So keep in mind that if you're having a hard time, like, talking to somebody or trying to get someone's attention, like, and it's come across loud and clear. Hey, Phantom! Hello! It's going. I got a little bit of a headache, but I'm working through it, guys. I couldn't tell you face to face. Yeah, stop going behind people's backs. That is a trauma response if you can't talk to people as adults. I'm assuming everyone I'm talking to right now and the people that are going to come in the future to watch this message, if you're not face to face with people, you're going to start trouble eventually. And you need to let people know that you have a hard time communicating or maybe allowing things to play out without necessarily talking to people about stuff. This is like either about like a specific person or a time when you're not good at confrontation and then this backfires because you're not aware of how I don't know, there's something about like narcissism or whatever where it's like just not being aware of how you're being received by other people and making sure you're taking time to like face what's in front of you. It's okay. Your spirit and your spirit guide team has your back to say, listen, it's okay. You can approach that person and talk to them as an adult. That person's not going to react like this person did in the past. And it's okay if you're confused about how to talk to people because some of y'all have not learned that skill, or maybe you had a bad reaction to someone in the past and you're just feeling really down and broken. In any case, you still need to go forward and fix the issue promptly rather than going behind people's backs. That's just for someone in particular. In that moment, I didn't care. Yeah, someone doesn't really care about your situation, and I think some of you guys are not facing that head on. I don't think this is related to what I was talking about earlier, but for some of y'all, you need to accept that people don't give a crap about what you're going through. They only see words and actions and behaviors and patterns. Beyond that, they don't have sympathy for your mental health. They don't have sympathy for your past. And part of being an adult is understanding that you're not obligated to that version of people just because you're another adult. Sometimes when we're having a hard time, we're reaching out to people and we're trying to have like a better relationship and understanding. But also you have to understand there's a pathologization of that, and understanding when do you take it to a therapist and a professional, when do you take it to a family member who's trusted, or like who should you actually be sharing these thoughts with, because at the end of the day sometimes your friends are not really a good outlet for some of the stuff you need to work through. Again, take what resonates for y'all. Hey Danny, it's been a hot minute. Yeah, let's get into some other cards. So we've got Khadga. It says a predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the past with people with whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime. Trust in the doors that close just as much in the doors that open for you as a result. Yeah, so basically, as long as you are taking time for yourself, there's something about like people pleasing too that's coming through. Please make sure that you are, being aware of what you're going through at this time, and also noticing when a certain specific door closes for you, that's not always a bad thing. Like if you've been having a hard time finding a job in a specific field or the specific job you're looking for, don't fret about it, because sometimes there's things that need to come into alignment in order for that to occur. And right now you're just kind of being your guides are letting you know that there's a certain like series of events that are occurring, and while you have a certain amount of choice in the matter, they're trying to prevent you from going in the opposite direction of where you want to go. That's why things are being spun around and feeling topsy-turvy. They're trying to like just, hey, Lydia Rose, I'm in the middle of a reading right now. I'm not going to respond to you right now. Thank you. Yuga Shakti. Alright, so that's our final card for the reading. We may yearn for circumstances to unfold according to our personal preferences, yet to trust in divine timing alleviates stress and fosters a more peaceful relationship with the universe. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. A negative cycle is due to end and a new dawn shall arise. Yeah, so this is just kind of a reminder to make sure that you're staying positive, you're thinking on your feet, and you're allowing things to occur, and just don't stress so much. Allow your spirit guide team to do the work that it was sent here to do. And also, have faith that even if you make a mistake, your spirit guide team has your back, right? Like, I think a lot of you guys are sabotaging before you even begin working on something because you're so scared of what could go wrong. You're afraid of how you're perceived. You're afraid that so-and-so won't happen and then you won't be able to take care of yourself. Like, stop, slow down, and trust that you're going where you're supposed to go. Okay, even if it doesn't look like how you want it to or when you want it to, it's going to be okay. Hey, Lydia, I just want to let you know I'm not going to reply to you. I'm in the middle of a live, and I'm not interested in purchasing anything from you. Thank you. All right. But yeah, anyways, that was the collective message, y'all. Take what resonates, and for those of you guys that are just hopping in right now, you can obviously go back and rewatch it, because it is a collective message that's general. So, yeah. So, anyways, anybody who would like a reading, go ahead, put your desire in the chat for who would like to be on the list first. Who will be my first victim of the night, and I will get you on the list. Oh, alright, I'm gonna sit here while I wait for y'all to sign up. I'm gonna sit here and eat my olives. They are olives with garlic in them. Okay, so we got Hello, who wants a message from your divine masculine or twin flame. Ooh. Okay. Dude, the twin flame stuff has been popping up for me lately. I mean, it normally does when you're in this field. I feel like people spam it too much. But, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do Hello, then Phantom. And then Danny. Wait, what are you saying, Danny? What is going to happen to my hair? Alright, that's not like a full reading, but like... I consider my hair a heart matter too. No, that makes sense. Listen, your appearance matters. Alright. I don't think you should grow it as long as possible. I mean, unless... Have you ever had very long hair, Danny? Because I can tell you, very long hair just gets caught in everything and just... It takes a lot of time out of your day to maintain. However, do whatever feels best for you, I'm just warning you if you've never had obscenely long hair. Shaving in sides because it's... Well, so that's another thing, too. So with my hair, I used to have long hair and I just chopped a bunch of it off. It will make your hair grow faster if you get routine haircuts. So that's something to keep in mind, and it's also good for regular hair health, because like as time goes on, your hair gets damaged, and I'm assuming you don't dye your hair, but even if it's natural hair, you will get split ends. So cut your hair off in cycles, and then it will grow right back. So my heart says long, it's just my father suggested it. Yeah, so what you can do is just do chunks, like just maybe take this much off, let it grow back, but you can also tell if the hair is dead by rubbing it between your fingers. Hey, let's go! Alright. We got everybody situated. So, let's get to it. So, Hello. So, right now the list is Hello, Phantom. I'm gonna put Love is the Trend before Danny, because I think I answered your question, Danny. But if you want to have a reading, regardless, Danny, I'll put you on the list. And then Let's Go, I'm assuming you want a reading as well. So, yeah, no, just make sure you take care of it, but you should be regularly cutting your hair for normal hair growth. Yeah, I know it sucks, and I noticed, too, people that, like, don't like having their hair cut, they're so resistant to it, but let me tell you, especially, like, in the summertime, like I was super mad about shaving my head, and after I did it, I'm addicted to it. It's so much fun. I love shaving my head, and, yeah, it ends up working out. But that's just me. Not saying you'd go that far, but... Oh, yay! Happy birthday for you! Okay, let's go ahead and get these messages for Hello. Have you met your twin flame, Hello? He's spicy. He's like... He's got... Like, the first thing I'm hearing for your divine masculine is he's like, I'm in charge. And I'm just like, bro. Hey, Snacks! Hello, welcome. Okay, Playboy, I will get you on the list. All right, I'm doing 5-minute readings for everybody, so that way I can kind of keep moving. Yeah, and if you would like a reading, What's Up Snacks? Or no, Snacks. Wow, I just read that. I just went, What's Up Snacks? But yeah, if you would like a reading, I can absolutely put you on the list. Dude, but yeah, hello, your twin flame is sassy. He's got some control, I wouldn't say issues. I don't think these are really issues, but definitely he's like, he feels like he's a mastermind. Like, he's very intelligent, and he's very suave. Hey, cool girl. Yeah, no, this guy's hilarious, man. He's interesting, but like I definitely feel like he's got a bit of a power complex. I don't know if he's used to getting girls a lot or he's very just like there's no such thing as a twin flame, a divine masculine, blah blah blah. And then like he looks at you and then he just goes, ugh. You would make this mighty man just crawl up and just go, she's so cute. Okay, Snacks, I'll put you on the list. And then Cool Girl, I'll get you on there too. Yeah, you make this man, like, curl into a little ball. One sec, let me let my dog out. Be free, Bean. Be free. Alright, let's go ahead and get some cards. And see what happens. Happy family. Aww. Yeah, so I feel like one thing that he does or eventually will desire with you is a family. Now, I will tell you when it comes to the twin flame journey, not everybody's path does lead to a successful family structure and whatnot, but some do. So it's really up to what you truly want in your soul and what you both truly want and what you're willing to accept as well, because marrying your twin flame is not always necessarily the ideal situation. Hey, Liam! Oh, thank you for the Undertale reference. I love it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so here's another thing too. So you've got Fifth Chakra Archangel Gabriel. I won't lie. When I saw this card, I saw this man's face. Do you watch The Witcher, hello? Because he specifically reminds me of one of the main villains in The Witcher who turns into a good guy. And it's kind of hilarious. I was like, why did I see him? What the heck is his name? What is his name? He's the guy who, in The Witcher, maybe some of the other nerdy people in the live can answer this, but he's the guy who basically was chasing after the princess the whole time, and then he becomes a good guy, and he's like, kills his best friend and all that stuff. There's... Okay, hello. Well, when I'm done with your reading and channeling your messages, I'll tell you who this is. Or maybe go watch The Witcher, or at least the first episode. But, like, he definitely has this, like, villain era to, like, good guy energy, or very much, like, he's somebody that... I think he wants you to know that he can change. Like, again, I don't know if you've actually met this person, but I'm definitely getting this vibe of, like... He's always felt like he's better than everybody else. I feel like he doesn't feel challenged by life. And then with you, he doesn't want to, like, grow or he doesn't want to change. I feel like he's very, like, protective towards you, energetically speaking. I feel like his, like, on his higher self, he definitely acknowledges you're his twin flame. But on this 3D plane, absolutely the hell not. Like, he's so... against spirituality. So I think, like, even if you meet your twin flame, you're gonna have such a hard time with this man. He's like Mr. like in the office coming in and like thinking he can like, it's literally like out of a comedy where it's like he's thinking he can just come into the office and have every girl in the office, and he just meets you and he's just like, she's strange. And then like you're gonna, like, deny him or something? Or, like, I don't think you've met him. But, like, yeah, so you've got Storm Warning. Yeah, there's something as well about, like, he does have this toxic side. So, once again, not everybody meets their twin flames. Unless you're intentionally, like, manifesting that, or that's part of your journey, you might not meet him. But like in this case, this storm warning, I feel like there's definitely a lot going on in both of your path right now, and his in particular. And a lot of it's because due to his own self-destructive cycle, right? So I really recommend, like, anytime I talk about twin flames, they are literally the other half of your soul reflected back to you. So anything your twin flame going through, you are more than likely to have a mirror reflect. And so really try to understand and acknowledge within this connection that you are manifesting a certain dynamic with this person. And so if you're allowing yourself to be in that chaotic mindset and phrasing, then you will not have access to this person. Because this guy, I mean, like, if you came in there and started, like, being like, oh, you're a villain, you're a bad person because Christian told me to, and blah, 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 and pound on his chest. He's just sit there and be like, who is this? And walk away with evil laughter, but then secretly at night, he's just doing dirty things in his head. Finally, you've got the world in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's like a lot of conflicts going on in the world right now that's keeping you apart. And I feel like he's like, I don't know if you can sometimes be cynical about the world, but this guy is definitely cynical. He's definitely a nihilist. And so I think part of your twin flame journey is honestly just exposing a new level to spirituality between the two of you. I don't think you're going to get to meet him yet, or maybe this lifetime, but my prediction will maybe in like maybe the next two, you're going to encounter each other. You have some more spiritual elevation to do between the two of you before you can actually like come into union. So yeah, anyways though, that was your message. Hello. Sorry it's not like any like exact messages from him. I just feel like he's just so closed off to spirituality, and then God's just going to like, when this happens, he's just going to, like, plop you in his life, and he's going to go, and he's not going to know what to do, and he's so used to being in control and a narcissist and blah, 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 and then suddenly just be like, ow, I'm going to go cheat on this girl. I'm going to do whatever so I can run away. Like, you guys will have a very messy twin flame relationship for that reason, because you're very sweet and very nice. And, unfortunately, when y'all split, it was not even. It was not equal. Like, he got more of your villain energy than you did. So, sorry. But to answer the person in the chat who asked, what is a twin flame? Essentially, the idea behind a twin flame is when you're incarnated into this lifetime, you can be split in half, and your soul is split. And so literally a twin flame is two souls that are trying to come together. No, everything involving a twin flame is messy, okay? So the intentional purpose behind why you incarnate with one soul and split is because you are always trying to come together and come into union with that person. But you can't come into union until you come into peace within yourself. So what happens is if you don't receive inner peace and do the work, you will never come into union with your twin flame. The other piece of this that is often why everyone chases after their twin flame is because the connection between the two is so intense. It's like you will never have another relationship as intense as this person. That's why a lot of times twin flames do not get married. They are meant for spiritual growth, and they trigger each other all the time until they slowly come back together. So it's like, for example, like say it's the empath and narcissist dynamic. Not all of those dynamics are twin flames, by the way, just saying. But like say, for example, he comes in, he meets her, and suddenly he's just like, my entire life just changed. Because for some reason, I keep pursuing this person. God knows why. I'm normally able to get over a person. Meanwhile, I feel this very strong intensity. And, yeah, that's usually like the highlight of what a twin flame relationship is. But yeah, check it out on the internet, but there's a lot of misinformation out there. So, twin flames are more rare and less common than any other spiritual relationship. However, there's a lot of people out there that are like, yeah, it's a twin flame, blah, 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 blah. And honestly, I can tell you from having channeled twin flames and met people in twin flame relationships, they are very distinct. You can tell. One, because that sexual chemistry is there, but also they're very tumultuous and just very growth-oriented. Yeah, what happens if I don't want anything to do with my twin flame? Well, you're always going to be attracted to them. They're you. So what you got to do is work on creating peace within yourself while you navigate that intensity. Because again, they are you. So creating a better relationship within yourself is the whole point of why it happens. Because here's the thing, with the problem with a twin flame relationship too that no one tells you about, they will come back into your life. No matter how many times you say you're done with them, when you think you finally reached that peace, they come back in to disrupt things for the next lesson. And sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. But remember, they are you. So the whole purpose is growth. So utilizing the relationship for growth purposes is the best way out of dealing with all the pain and anxiety and things like that. Because both of you guys have soul missions. You'll just be living lives parallel. And not every twin flame relationship is going to be like, hey, we're supposed to have this happily ever after. You're just here together. So, yeah. Anyways, though, hope that helped you out and anyone else that was interested. Phantom, you are up. You're up. Then we've got Love is the Trend. Danny, let's go. Playboy Snacks, Cool Girl. Playboy Snacks. Haha. Alright, let's see. Yeah, life partner should be for life. And here's the thing, like, some people's twin flames are their life partner. It just doesn't happen as commonly because of how triggering they tend to be. You know, and I believe in reincarnation, so as you keep coming back, like, twin flames have to be at a high level to achieve union of spiritual frequency, and so by that you have to have gone through a lot of work and transformation. Isn't life partner better than soulmates or twin flames? Yeah, I mean, well, a soulmate can also not necessarily be a romantic partner. A soulmate could be a friend, a family member, and whatnot. A life partner can be a soulmate or not. You know, everybody's lives are different. Too much drama. Well, and so that's, so to explain for you, Danny, about drama, I mean, that's the whole purpose of the twin flame. It forces you to grow because it's so triggering. Like, yeah, like a lot of times people in twin flame relationships, you are constantly one person is trying to run away from the twin, and the other person's chasing after them because they're like, this is the best person of my life. Why are you running away from me? And so because of that dichotomy, it's not until both people stop running and sit and work on their stuff, then eventually they slowly come together. But that's why we have runner-chaser, because you need to be able to grow, and there's no incentive to grow if you are not intensely chasing after somebody. Or running away from somebody. Alright, so you want a general reading, Phantom Punk. Alright, let's get some cards for you, see? Some cards for Mr. Phantom. Yes. Yes, quite. We really got into this topic. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm passionate about it because, one, as I said, I don't know if I've truly experienced a twin flame relationship, but I can tell you, as having had a very intense spiritual relationship dynamic, it's life altering, and it was one of the best growth relationships I've ever had. But I definitely know that the intensity was the main reason I even was able to consider changing myself, because it took something that intense to force me to look at myself in a different way. So. You got me thinking if I want to ask about love. Well, you've got plenty of time to decide. Okay, Phantom. So we've got Eye of the Needle, intentionality. Alright, so right now you gotta be really intentional. And so there's something about, like, I don't know if you've heard the analogy of, like, trying to stick a camel through a needle's eye. You gotta make sure that if you, like, so, again, back to that analogy, only Jesus can make a camel go through a needle's eye. You can't. And so, but at the end of the day, only your spirit guide team will be able to do that. So maybe you're trying to work through, like, an impossible task, or there's some kind of conflict that's going through your head right now, and your guides are just kind of saying, hey, like, you kind of just gotta watch what you say, be more intentional, and understand, like, the impossible is possible if you release your expectation of what looks possible. I don't know what you're manifesting in particular. It's very, like, kind of cloudy, but I hope that helps. And we've got Caterpillar, opportunity. Yeah, I think you have a financial opportunity that's coming soon. Maybe either an investment or like some kind of like, I think I remember you doing trading, but like there's some kind of a financial loophole that you're going to find that's going to come up within the next like 2 to 3 weeks. So keep your eye on the lookout. Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. Okay, for some reason this really stands out. Fool's Embrace. It's almost kind of like I'm seeing the energy of kind of like the fool, right? Or someone being the fool and kind of just saying, we're going to wing it. We're going to sit and we're going to be really just jumping into the deep end. Like seeing him kind of doing this, I'm almost seeing like the cannonball. Because like I said, with this opportunity, I feel like you're going to have to change your mindset a little bit where you're going to suddenly be like, okay, doing your thing, the opportunity comes up, and then something is going to catch your attention that's going to say, hey, you should actually go do this. It's like a little tap on your shoulder, and you're going to go, this makes no sense. One sec. I'm going to add people to the list. So we've got Miss Intricate, and then Cutie. Hello. And I got you. Both of y'all are on the list. So, but just keep your eye out for that. Okay, yeah, there's just more messages about, like, you're protected. There's gonna be, like, a, kind of a clearing out process as well. So just keep that in mind. I feel like you're not, like, traumatized by change. So as things kind of clear out, you're gonna be fine. But, like, there's gonna be sort of, like, not an overturn, but a little bit like a, what's the word I'm looking for turnover. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of turnover in your life, maybe with either like a friend or maybe a potential partner option or something like that. Like someone, like I feel like too, there's going to be like, I don't know if there's like a person that you considered a partner option and you're like talking to her, you're not like super serious, but you're like, oh, okay, she's like a potential opportunity for a relationship, and then she's just going to kind of like disappear and fade out. This is kind of confirmation for that. Yeah, and then this is also saying tune into your spiritual power. It's beyond what society understands and can offer you. Yeah, just trust your intuition and your spirituality right now, because I think you're going to start getting some clear signals to move a certain pathway, and you got to be open to receiving it. Door to romance. Yeah, so maybe you're also going to have an opportunity to hook up with somebody. But like I said, like whoever this like romantic option is kind of like they're a season in your life. So don't get your hopes up too much. And then hostilities in reverse. So I don't know if there's been like a conflict going on in the office place, but that workplace drama is going to start clearing itself up. Maybe you're also like a little hostile towards yourself too at times. I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's like you're usually like okay and very well balanced, but there's like something that maybe you like didn't like about yourself recently, or something that like triggered you and you're kind of like, dang, why did I do that? You know what I mean? Or you're kind of like hard on yourself sometimes, and your spirit team is just saying, hey, relax, like it's just part of the cycle, you're growing out of it, you're learning to talk better to yourself and have a more positive mindset when trouble comes. So it's okay to kind of just let that conflict go, too. Anyways, thank you so much for stopping by, Phantom. That was your reading. Moving on to Love is the Trend. And then just to update people on the list, we've got Love is the Trend, Danny, Let's Go, Playboy, Snacks, Cool Girl, Miss Intricate, Cutie, Cat. Alright, Love is the Trend. What is your question? I'm gonna get one final olive in my face. If you can choose one question for me, the person on my mind will confess their feelings for me, or two, if the person I'm interested in has any messages for me and can tell. I'm going to say two, because the answer to number one is no. They will not confess their feelings clearly, because they don't confess their clearly. I think I have you on there, Lesko. Yeah, you're after Danny. So Love is the Trend. Then Danny, Lesko, Playboy, Snacks, Cool Girl, Miss Intricate Cutie. I'm sorry, Playboy Snacks is just like... He just called you? What? Girl, what the heck? That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay. Dude, I just want Playboy snacks, man. Like, I don't know, if Playboy had a brand of snack, maybe they'd just be like bunny crackers or like, I don't know, alcohol, charcuterie. Insert something inappropriate here. How is Jonathan's feelings for me progressing? You keep asking. I'm sorry, but I indeed squid. Listen, girl, I told you he still cares about you. Like, what did I say? What did I say? Okay. You gotta be clear with that guy. Listen. Alright. What are the feelings? What's going on here? Oh, that's so cute. Listen, though, love is the trend. We're not going to tell him that you squealed for joy. But you gotta understand, when you get married, you are inviting all of us. Everybody in the chat right now is getting invited to Love is the Trend's wedding. Okay? Because we all witnessed it. We saw it. We supported it. We manifested it. We all get invites or at least a piece of cake. Okay? That's just... At least me. At least me. One sec. My shirt's doing a thing. Why are you not... Oh, I see what happened. Dude. I'm just like, all I want to eat right now is cake. It's depression. Sugar. Okay, how are Jonathan's feelings? Like, what are they towards Love is the Trend? I never want to feel that way again. And I know I made a mistake. Yeah, so I feel like he's having a hard time letting go of someone in his past. I feel like he's having a hard time moving towards you romantically. Because I feel like he needs more incentive. And the reason why I say that is it's not your fault. Like, you just exist. You are perfectly fine. In his man brain, in his man world, he screwed up a relationship in his past. And there's somebody that's on his mind all the time that's distracting him from this connection with you. And a lot of it is due to the fact that he has not worked through his wound, in his wounding on this particular situation. He has a hard time letting go of his past mistakes. Maybe he said something, maybe he did something that wasn't okay, and he's not giving himself the space and time to consider the fact that this is a new person and a new relationship. And I feel like right now he's just like considering you. Like, it's not like the feelings aren't there. I just think that they trigger and stir up this old wound of his, and it's causing him a little bit of doubt in himself within. I don't even know if he's even fully aware that he's doing it, but it is subconscious at least. We've got the thinking man. So I definitely think he's pondering it, right? So I'm seeing, like, you know, with his hand here, it's almost like that's a cell phone in there, and he's just kind of sitting there just like, do I call this person? Do I move forward with this person in this way? You know what I mean? And so I feel like, you know, you got to make sure that you're not asking for too much or too little at the same time. Because I really think that this guy is very considerate of you. And so, like, I think you were the one last time, right, where he called you at 6 a.m. and you told him not to do that, and then he never called you, and then you were just like, oh my God. Like, literally, make sure that you are intentional when you talk to this man, because he does listen to you very articulately and is very specific in his manifestation. So he literally is like, if you tell him like one thing, like, if, like, for example, in this photo, if you said, hey, that hat really does not look good with that outfit, he will go and burn that hat and never speak about the hat incident again. Like, this is that kind of guy. And he'll not make a big deal of it. When you're like, hey, where did the hat go? You know, I didn't think it was that bad. Then he'll just go, shit, that was a $500 hat. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, he needs to stand his ground a little bit more to kind of understand what he's doing, but he's also very, very obedient. So please make sure that you are talking to him in the right way and being mindful about, like, being really balanced in your relationship with him. That's why I'm like, you know, I don't want to say you're not ready for this relationship with him, but I think he's not fully used to your ebb and flow. All right, we've got the Magician and the Mirror in reverse. Yeah, so immediately I kind of saw Gandalf in reverse. I feel like his feelings are in conflict with his mind. Like, there's kind of like an inner battle that's going on between his head and his heart space. He's trying to make a determination if this is, like, the one. Is this a person that is just going to dump me? Am I being Delulu? I feel like he has a little bit of a self-doubt in terms of his heart space, again, because of this past wound that he's still overcoming. And then we've got Walking Away in reverse. Yeah, and I feel like he's needing to learn that you're not just going to leave him for some other guy with, like, a six-pack. I don't know if he sometimes watches or reads content that has the belief system of, like, oh, well, girls or women only want guys in the top 10% that are making, like, 100K a year and have a six-pack of abs. When it's like, you're sitting there like, I think he has nice eyebrows. I just can't stop looking at them when he talks about taxes, you know? Like, it's just kind of funny how his fears are kind of, like, manifesting a little bit, because you're kind of like, why isn't he, like, showing up? You know what I mean? So I just say give it time with him, and his feelings are legit, but he's just overcoming some little internal hurdles right now. But anyway, love is the trend. That was your reading. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, he told me to call off work tomorrow. Ooh, that's kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie. Him coming in and just being like, all right, clear your schedule, babe. I'm gonna take you to Starbucks for 6 hours. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, that would be really awesome. And I wish you the best on your relationship. Just go easy on him. Because like I said, this man, he's very smart. He does overthink sometimes. Like, don't be too pressured on yourself, but also don't be afraid that he's going to not notice something that you say. Like, he's going to take it to heart. So, yeah, good for you. All right, Danny, you're up. Then let's go. Playboy, Snacks, Cool Girl, Miss Intricate, and Cutie Cat. Danny, you're up. Did you decide? I'm assuming, like, I'll do that love reading for you, because I kind of already told you how I felt about the hair. But, yeah, I think he's thinking, yeah, and just let him go slow, you know what I mean? Because, like, I think his fears are definitely valid after what he's been through, and just taking the time to acknowledge that he is mindful of your feelings and is trying to play his cards right. I think that's really amazing, and good for you, too. But I noticed a baby step. Yeah, enjoy those baby steps. Okay, Danny. You are up. Otherwise, I'm gonna shift to let's go. Ah. Do you see my hair keeping the same length? That's just the main thing bugging me. I'm seeing it shorter, but not, like, super short. So it's kind of like, so say, for example, your hair is, like, longer than mine. I'm seeing it, like, kind of being here. And then, like, you want it to be, like, as long as possible. And I'm just seeing it just being, like, just like a shirt. I love your top. Thank you! I wore it for my job interview today. So I've had some good success on job interviews this week. So finally my spirit guides are like, see, we told you it's going to work out. And I was like, no, it's not, guys. No, it's not. And they're like, you do this for a living. Why do you doubt what we send you? Like, we're not trying to hurt you. And I'm like, hey. No, I have so much trust issues with my spirit team. And they're just kind of like, listen, we're here to help you. It's okay. Let me take your hand and guide you to the next. And I'm like screaming and crying the whole way. I'm like, it's not going to work out. You lied the last time. He didn't show up. This thing happened. And they're just like, girl, you got to calm down and we love you. Yeah, I feel like it's still gonna be long. It's just gonna be like a couple inches short. That's what I'm just feeling. Maybe like you can go as short as you want, but it's not gonna be like that short. Yeah. Okay. As for the love reading, what's in it for me? I've been over the twin flame soulmate stuff. I'm ready for life partners. There you go. Having long hair is still my priority. Good for you. Yeah, I think you know a trim isn't gonna kill it, but I don't see it like changing that much. All right. So love. All right. So let me take this back. I want to see what does Danny need in order to get his life partner. So, okay. What does Danny need to do to get your life partner? So I'm still gonna rock my iconic bun. There you go. Oh, you got the man bun. Yeah. There you go. I love it. Okay, so in order to get your life partner, there's like an opportunity that's going to be coming your way. I'm supposed to read for that card in particular, but I'm not going to read it until I get through the rest of these. We've got the world still in reverse, so I think right now it's going to be a little bit of time still for you before you find your life partner, primarily because the world is going to be in an upheaval state in the next coming few months. And that's going to have a long-term impact on a different area of your life. And this person's going to be impacted as well. So, like, just try to be patient and understand it's not personal when you're not finding your person right away. All right, we've got Dharma of Kali, which is your most abundant successes manifest when you are aligned with your integrity. You do not need to put your faith in pathways or projects that do not resonate with your deeper spiritual knowing. Everything that is happening in your life is part of how your prayers are being answered. A new order is to be established and you're being led into it. Yeah, I feel like you're going to go on a little bit of a spiritual side quest before you find your life partner. There's some kind of a journey that's going on, and I won't lie, like when I first flipped these cards, I just felt like the first word I heard was priority. So like you really need to prioritize a couple things. And really figure out like where the heck you're going. Like I don't want to see you wasting time going down paths with people that are not supposed to be in your life when there's like you're supposed to be going on a journey and like really working on like the self-reflection or going to make something. Okay, that was an interesting tidbit. But basically, like mind your mania. Make sure you're watching your head and staying above the chaos, because as things start to kind of pick up with the world around you, you are sensitive to that and you're going to be affected by something, and you need to be able to be grounded. And in order to be a suitable life partner for the person that's your spirit guide team has in store for you, you got to learn this lesson first, and it's going to be overcoming some adversity. Okay, I'm supposed to read the caterpillar card. Because I was like, it's just like screaming to get my attention. I'm like, okay, geez. It says transformation, opportunity, independence from conditioned responses. It says the energy of caterpillar appears, heralding a time of transformation and opportunity. Here you are being asked to revise your dreams. If it looks and smells familiar, step away from it for the time being. The new cannot emerge from the old, and the youthful and vital cannot emerge from the aged and sickly. Experiment and surprise yourself with what arises you for this moment. Caterpillar is an invitation to test out a new strategy to get a different, better result. Remember that the definition of lunacy is continuing with the same thinking and behavior and hoping for a different outcome. Specifically in regards to relationships. But also, like I feel like your spirit guide team saying, hey, focus on building your wealth, focus on your long-term strategy and like what kind of life you want to have, because this partner is going to come in alignment with that, but you're going to need to like start like first of all prioritizing your mental health and your mental space, and then I'm also seeing prioritizing your needs right now. Like, because what's going to happen is as this conflict arises, you're going to be fine, but you need to be a safe space for your partner whenever she arrives into your life. Or he, whatever. I think for you, you're manifesting a she. But, yeah, it's like basically just about fulfillment as well. And like, I think that's where like part of the mental health aspect is coming in, because it's almost like your guides are saying, hey, when you get clear up here, all this other crap's going to go away. And that should be your main priority, is mental health, mental health, mental health, and allowing things to kind of flow the way they're supposed to, and not continuing to do the same, like, crud on the wall, if that makes any sense. It's almost like, hey, if you're a great artist and you're supposed to be a songwriter, then stop trying to work on your gig as an artist and go write songs. Go write music. And even if you don't end up, like, you don't have to be a rock star, but maybe by being a musician, you're performing out somewhere and then you meet the love of your life. Maybe you're going out and doing something, like whatever it is that you need for your soul, your body's requiring it for a reason. And you will inherently meet the people you need to by you just being honest with yourself and not holding yourself back or holding yourself to a standard that's unrealistic. Because like I said with the example before, it's like, okay, maybe you suck at singing. You go out there, you learn a couple songs, you're out there doing karaoke with your friend, and then suddenly, hey, maybe a band comes along and says, hey, we really like your vibe, why don't you just come chill with us? And then you become friends with a famous person. And then you go and have, like, merry adventures on your way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's, like, a whole journey for you that's completely unrelated that is gonna happen when you stop looking for this person, and when you start actually being like, oh shit, like, actually, you know, maybe I didn't realize I had an opportunity in this, and then it happened, you know? I mean, shit, I know for myself, while trying to work on Mind Over Mania, I hung out with, you know, some really cool people. I was able to do some interesting things with musicians because I'm a fan of music and whatnot, and really was like, okay, let's get in there. And I've been able to help run events. I've been able to help musicians with their creative process and whatnot. I helped someone do it professionally. So, and kicked their butt. So at the end of the day, like, you never know what opportunities come up. And, like, it can be a season of your life too. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you end up rolling with maybe you start dating a rocker chick and a rocker lady, and that's maybe for a season of your life, but you had a crap ton of fun and a great amount of stories to tell, you know? Not everything's black and white. Anyways, though, Danny, that was your reading, so I'm going to move on to Let's Go. Then we have Playboy, Snacks, Cool Girl, Miss Intricate, and Cutie. A metalhead chick would be great. Exactly, that's why you need to go to more concerts. Go to more concerts and you're going to find someone. Hey, Jeff, welcome back. Hello. Hello, hello. Let's go. You're great with this as always. Yeah, no problem, Danny. And listen, what bands do you listen to, Danny? Right now, I've been, like, super into Bad Omens. Bad Omens, I've just been listening on repeat over and over again, and it's just been hitting this place in my soul. So actually, if any of y'all love Bad Omens, let's go see a show together. Let's go hang out. It'll be fun. Playboy Snacks. Listen, we got some Playboy Snacks in here. We do. Y'all are attractive as heck. Go out and get it. I'm doing well, Jeff. I'm going to put you on the list. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go. I saw telepathy and I was like, oh no. Oh no. Does the person I'm interested in have any message that they can't tell me? Are we telepathically connected? Because I can feel this connection and I don't know if it's only one-sided. It's not one-sided, but I don't think this guy knows what he's doing. So this is something that I've kind of noticed with men that are telepathic. It's not all men, because men that are way more aware of spirituality, aware of their bodies and stuff, like, they're really into it, but they're, like, in the closet about it, right? And, basically, I just feel with your person, Let's Go, I think he's just kind of like, I'm sensing something about somebody, or I'm thinking about somebody, but it works differently in his head. So he's not sure. Drowning Pool, Slipknot, Breaking Benjamin, Godsmack, Saliva. There you go. There you go. No, I've found some really great bands on YouTube. I've been finding some really great bands on TikTok as well. So that has been a lovely experience for me. And just getting to connect with people. Alright, let's pull some cards for Let's Go. Anything from their person that they won't say. They're hiding a secret crush. Or maybe just, like, they're hiding this connection in general. Like, I don't know if this, like, so I feel like, for example, like, you, Let's Go, maybe you are the type of person, Oh my god, I'm getting called out so bad. No. No. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Lesko. Your reading just called me out on something that I did not know, and now this suddenly makes sense, and now I'm highly embarrassed. Okay, sorry, y'all will never know the truth, but I just got dissed. Yeah, so essentially, the example I was going to tell you, Lesko, and this is why I keep laughing, is like, so for example, say you are clairaudient, right? And you're sitting there thinking about your person, and all of a sudden you kind of have some thoughts about him, like, I think he's going to call me next week. And then he does. Or maybe you're like, I can sometimes hear, not like his thoughts, but like kind of like a random I miss you or a blah, 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 blah. Right? So say you're going through that. And then your person has his own version of psychic connections, but it's not like yours. And it's not maybe on the same timeline. But say he has vivid dreams about you. So, this man will then go to bed and have a dream about something weird or messed up going on with you. And that's his form of receiving those messages. But again, it's not always on the same timeline. So you might be receiving messages from a different version or a different past or whatever. And I think that's kind of confusing to your guy, because if he's not really big into spirituality, I feel like he's kind of like, I won't lie, he's a little bit closeted woo-woo. I think he's like that guy that sits in the bar that drinks his beer and tells everyone else and tells all the girls that they're full of shit and they think that crystal stuff is nonsense. Meanwhile, he's sitting there eating this up. He's sitting there like taking notes, like, okay, so this girl figured this out and she did this. Oh, okay, this thought process makes sense and da 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 da. This bitch, he's such a scandalous shyster. Like, he's like, I can smell the perfume. Yeah. Well, oh yeah, because like yours is a female, right? Yeah, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like there's definitely just a lot of kind of like back and forth between y'all energetically, where I'm just like, they're definitely playing, they're hiding. So for example, we've got caring connection in reverse. Oh no, okay. They can't tell you anything because they're like, no, they're running from this connection. They really don't feel they're a good enough person for you, or they really genuinely like you so much they can't have you. This is goober stuff. Okay, like this person's a goober. Or maybe you're a goober. I don't know which one, but this is like goofy goober stuff. Where it's literally like, I'm watching a movie, and I just want to tell this person, shut up and go ask them out. And they're like, no, because like she's like perfect and like has this whole like complex in their head. And I'm like, bro, when they said it to my friend, they think I'm stupid. No, you're not. You're not. I'm telling you, this happens so much. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and then half of the time, like, some of these people play dumb, too, because they don't want to admit it, because they don't want to look crazy or feel crazy. And that's like, even if you came out and told this person, yeah, I get feelings about you, they'd be in denial of it, because this person very much, one, they like to play games, but they also like to say things to rile you up intentionally, and two, no, I'm just mad because I suddenly figured out something about someone I've been having a psychic connection to, and now I'm like, that bitch! That hoe! How dare you mess with me in that way? Oh, but it must have been so much fun. They are laughing to their grave about this. Okay, financial constraints. Yeah, I think they are also, like, frustrated because they can't financially show up right, and that's also why they don't want to come towards you. We've got action. I feel like action's supposed to be in reverse. Yeah, I feel like they're just intimidated by you. And they're intimidated by this connection. I feel like they're not used to caring about people, like, seriously. It's kind of just like, if a girl comes along, whatever, da-da-da-da-da. I've got great parents. I've got a pretty stable support system. And then, like, you show up and they're like, that's interesting. That's real fascinating. Hey, what's your name? What's your name? Can I get your phone number? No, I'm not asking you on a date. I'm actually asking to sell you car insurance. Yeah, no, I also think you're dumb. And then they like walk away. Like this person's like very much like that's how they flirt. But they do it in a very sexy way. And I think because they know you don't get their sarcasm, but they know you like them. I'm about to end this live stream right now because I just figured this out because of thanks to your reading, Lesko. What in the... I hate you. I hate you all. I just... Thank you. We can suffer together, let's go. Let me get one more card. What are they thinking? I don't trust you. Yeah. You don't trust them at all. Versus they trust you 100%. Because they know that you're gullible and naive and they can trick you into doing whatever they think that they can trick you into doing whatever they can to you. You don't trust them at all. Because you know they're scheming. Yeah, normally girls chasing them this time, it's not. And then it's like, you didn't imagine it. Oh, look at that, haters. You didn't imagine it. He's faking. She's faking. I'm sorry. If the person you're talking about is female bodied, I think I remember you confirming that. They are still masculine. They've got at least a masculine element to them. I'm calling them out. They are here getting whatever. And then I need to focus on my healing. Yeah, that's another reason why they have some trust issues with you too, is because they are also focused on their healing journey. And they know that, you are stupid loyal. Why does the word stupid keep coming out? Like, maybe that's like an insecurity you have, and like this person definitely does not agree with that at all. But they say it to you to get you mad. And they like watching you rile up. They like watching you get angry. They're like, oh, look at you. You're an angry redhead. Oh, I feel like I'm getting called out. I know we have a soul connection. Do you want more confirmation? Let's go. Or do you want me to let's go? Let's go. Okay, let's go. This is confirmed. This is just very... This person can be a little toxic too for messing with your head that way. I don't know. I'm just mad. I'm just mad because now I'm suddenly just like, I know what this bitch has been up to. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they like you. They like you. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm just about to nope out. I'm like, nope. Go. Can you do me a favor? Let's go. Go throw like a shoe at them or something very light so it's not assault or whatever, but just very politely tell them, shake your fist at them and say, I'm on to you. I am on to you. I am smart and in charge. I hate you. Who's next? I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm done. All right, Playboy. I'll be back in about an hour if you're still on. Yeah, I'll be on in an hour. Cool snacks. I was gonna say you will be next after this next reading. But I'll put you after Jeff. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, well, okay, that's a good thing if I'm still on after all of this BS. Can I get a love reading for today? Yeah, Jeff, you're on the list. So right now, we've got Playboy, Cool Girl, Miss Intricate, Cutie, Jeff, and then Snacks. See, I can't even throw anything at my person because he'd laugh even harder. I'd be like, that'd be playing into it, and I'm like, you can't win. I will not let you win. No, I will just shake my head, I'll shake my head, but I'll shake my hand, my fist in the air, and be like, you just had to be attractive while you did it too. Ah. You're welcome, let's go. Hey, Playboy. Playboy, you were up. Playboy bunny. Y'all, if I ever get married, y'all are gonna be the first to know. And you're just gonna see this man in all his glory, and you're just gonna go, I can see why Christian chose this person. Sorry, I had to fix my fucking stick. That's okay. Yeah, but like, yeah, no. Literally, y'all are gonna be like, yep, they are perfect for each other. He is a hot mess when she is around. And he is a hot mess. Or she is a hot mess when he is around. And the cycle never ends. This is abuse. This is spiritual abuse. No, because now I'm sitting here just thinking about, like, oh my gosh, this person has been having dreams and seeing all of the bullshit in his nightmares. Meanwhile, I've been channeling things in real time. And that's why he doesn't say anything, because he actually doesn't know what's going on. I'm gonna come back and watch this reading, and I'm just gonna, like, it's gonna be years down the road, and I'm gonna be like, I know the reading that changed it all. I don't even know what face I'm making. Oh my god. But you saw it first, people. Alright, how's the cartel guy feeling about me? He called earlier and was like, can I redeem myself? Do you want... Does he actually want redemption? What are his feelings? I don't think he wants redemption. I think he's kind of testing you to see if you're actually going to stick around. Because I think it's going to open the door for him to pull more nasty stuff. Why is this sticky whatever the heck? Yeah, something's like... Ugh. Yeah, help. I'm being spiritually abused. Gosh darn it. I'm just like... I'm so mad. I'm so mad. It's been years of conflict and confusion, and then just in one reading and setting, I've just been liberated. Okay. Alright, Playboy Bunny. Sorry. I'll get off of my tangent. Yeah. I don't buy his redemption either. I don't feel that way. It says, I don't know what to say. I do wish you well. So, I mean, I think the first and foremost, your spirit guide team is saying, like, he does genuinely, like, miss you and trusts you. He trusts that, you know, you're not going to go around and, like, make him out to be a bad person or whatever. And I think he does wish you well. I just don't think he's capable of a steady romantic relationship. And I think that, like, to him, like, I can definitely see this guy being, like, the moment you say, oh, yeah, I'll take you back, baby, and then, like, 6 months down the road, he tries to marry you because he wants you locked in, because he's like, okay, this is the first girl in, like, 10 years that has been okay with my past and loves me unconditionally, blah, blah, blah. I'm just gonna put a ring on it. And then, like, not think about it, because this guy doesn't actually think about marriage. He doesn't think things through. That's how he got into this mess with the cartel. And he's definitely not, like, a responsible person. That's why I think, like, him asking for redemption, I think it's also him, like, forgiving himself. Yeah, so we've got, like, happy family. Archangel Gabriel. It's the same 3 cards. What the heck? Yeah, and then hostile up. This should be upright, not reversed like the last time. But there's definitely, like, I think a lot of it's just kind of trauma. You know, like, honestly, like, what I'm weeding through is, like, your spirit guide team's just saying, like, don't allow his mess to become your life. Because if you're trying to, like, get a gauge of how he's feeling, I mean, how he's feeling is how he feels. He's not going to ever show you his full, true feelings because he doesn't believe women are capable of being able to hold space for him. Hey, Angelus. But yeah, no, and, like, this hostilities, I feel like he will get hostile towards you later on as a result of you accepting him. Like, I kind of feel like he has a double standard towards women where, is he kind of, like, traditional? Because I can definitely see him being like, oh, I'm going to put women on a pedestal, and men are bad, and so then if you don't live up to this pedestal, it, like, I could literally see him, if you married him, like, 3 years down the road, and something goes south with his buddies or whatever, he's gonna be like, well, you're the woman, you were supposed to not lead me astray, you let me be this way, blah, 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 and then not take accountability. Like, he's like that. Here, I'll put you on the list, Angelus. But, yeah, no, I just really think you should cut ties with this person. Again, happy family. Like, I think it's kind of like to him, you are happy family marriage potential. Because specifically, if you're able to accept him despite his mistakes, I mean, what man would not want that? Let's be real here. He's made a lot of poor decisions in his life. He's not very smart. And he also is very impulsive, and so he has a hard time keeping a reliable girlfriend. Oh, Liam, I'm so sorry, Liam. Yeah, let me put you on there. I'm gonna put you after Cutie, okay? Because you did pop in. I just didn't put you on the list, but you're on there. Yeah, he was trying to traditional because of how he was always... Yeah. And, like, I don't know if he was, like, Catholic... or something like that too, where it's kind of like, I really feel like he feels like that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to get married, and it's kind of a shame for him amongst his family. And I feel like he views you as kind of his redemption arc a little bit, but it's like, it's not okay to do that in this sense. You know what I mean? I feel like, and like, I noticed this about your field too. I have to like just interject this real fast, Playboy. You attract a lot of guys that, no offense, they really respect you, but they really see you as, like, their redemption story. Like, it's kind of like the day they met you was kind of a pivotal moment for them. And maybe not life-altering for everybody, but I feel like you attract a lot of guys that idealize you or put you on a pedestal. And I think that must be really hard to live with and have relationships with men that kind of revere you that way. Maybe you have some healing capabilities that you're not aware of. But I just feel like when men, like, even sometimes when they look at you, they're just like, wow, I will never have the opportunity to win that girl's heart, but damn, I would wish to marry her. Like, you really attract those guys, like, even if it's in a bad situation. And I think that's also why you have a hard time with forgiveness and also with, attracting guys that are kind of douchey. I'm not gonna lie, like, I feel like you can kind of see through a lot of guys' douchiness, and, it's just a lot. I was told one time that I'm healing the masculine. Yeah, no, you definitely do. And you do a good job of it, too. I feel like guys, like, after meeting you, they kind of move forward in a positive direction. I mean, it's obviously their choice, but, like, you kind of showed them that, like, oh, not all women are bad. Yeah, I was, like, on a live stream earlier today with some people that were just talking, like, some men in general that were talking about some really horrible stories about why they don't trust women and stuff like that. And it was really kind of, like, sad, to see what those men were going through. And, yeah, I don't know. It was kind of nice to be able to tell people, hey, like, you know, not everybody's the same, you know? Yeah, anyway, Playboy, that is your reading. Okay, cool girl, you are up next. Then Miss Intricate, Cutie, Cat, Liam, Juff, Snacks, and Angelus. Alright, let me go back here and see what was going on, because there's like a bunch of messages. Can I please get her? It's important, I'm being stalked and harassed. I filed police reports and no one is helping me. I just interrogated her and she didn't believe me, and people in the chat said I was a liar. People said that you were lying about being harassed and stuff? I tried to file a report 3 or 4 times. The cops aren't doing anything, and they know the people are gangs because they're being investigated, and yet nothing. Whoa. Whoa. I'd say time out on that situation. Alright, I'm not going to channel anything for you right now, Angelus, because I want to make sure I'm, like, really clear when I'm, like, giving you advice on that, because as someone who has been harassed and contacted the police and stuff like that, I know how that works. And it sucks. But yeah, we can discuss, like, what next steps would be. They called you a liar. Dude, I'm sorry. Anybody that, like, doesn't initially take people seriously at their word when it comes to that stuff really need to, like, chill. How will my weekend go? Girl, you asked that last time. Ask me a different question. I already told you the answer to that. I already told you the answer. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't understand why people do that, where you're sitting there going, like, help, I'm being harassed, or hey, I'm going through something really terrible. And everyone's like, no, you're not. And it's like, what? And then they're like, oh my gosh, like, I'm going through something, like, way worse. And I'm like, it's okay. Okay, great. Well, that doesn't help anybody at all. It's like, they're like, people can be so tone deaf with that stuff. Andrews Carter, I'm sorry you're going through this. Oh, yeah. It's like, yeah, like, that's, like, really bad, man. Yeah, I just say really try to stay away from certain people. Um, yeah, please be safe out there, okay? Yeah, I'm just, like, watching the delay on, like, my screen, this screen, and this one. I was once harassed by people who thought I took their money and showed up at my house with their friends. Luckily, my dad was there to help me. The police arrived. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you are worried, like, if people are coming to your house or something like that, get some people at your house to kind of stand by, because, if the cops aren't doing anything, then, make sure that you are taking necessary precaution to keep yourself safe. You know? Find your mess around and find out friend and have them stationed at your house. Hmm. Oh my gosh. Are you able to go somewhere else? There's so much harassment. No, for real. For real. Yeah, someone in my immediate group of people, they got beat up by some people randomly for, like, a TikTok video. It's insane. Like, people are just getting really violent right now. All right, Nettie P, I'll put you on the list. Do you live with anyone? Because I would get them to help you out. And while the guys live at my apartment, leasing office won't let me leave until July 25th. I'd say just find a hotel to stay at for a little bit. Just clear your head, figure your situation out. Because here's the thing, if people are harassing you, you have legal grounds to get out of your lease. Okay? Like, if your life is being threatened, like, go down to the police station, have them explain your rights, but, like, a landlord physically cannot keep you on a property, and you are legally allowed to break a lease if your safety is being threatened. Just get a police report, and you can do that. Dang, I'm so sorry. Here, let me just pull a card for you, cool girl. But yeah, I already told you you're gonna have a good weekend. Predestined events are predestined events happen due to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the past of people whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime. Trust in the doors that close just as much in the doors that open for you as a result. Yeah, and that's another thing too. So even if the cops aren't working, go find like a domestic violence hotline or some kind of thing like that. Okay, cool girl. This one's also for you. It is time to free yourself from what has been. Learn from it, but not allow it to define you or go direct the course of your life. Give up your stories about the past. You have outgrown them. God consumes mistakes, sins, and negativities. Let her free now so you can open up to the gift of your life unfolding. Yeah, like Liam was saying, don't be by yourself as much as possible. If you are by yourself, find a hotel, find an Airbnb. And again, if you call like a domestic violence hotline and whatnot, there are shelters for people to help you. Yeah. Or, like Liam said, the police station. But there are hotlines. Yeah, people aren't taking me seriously. My job is playing with me, so I don't have the funds to take necessary action. I feel like... Here, let me pull a card for you. Sorry, cool girl. I kind of want to help him out. Financial constraints. Yeah, so yeah, the financial constraints is an issue. However, like the police can't like... So here's another thing with going to the cops too. You can also go, well, so first of all, are you going to the right group of police officers? Are you going to the police in your jurisdiction? Because they can't deny you. Okay? Like, they can't. Especially if someone came to you at gunpoint. Right? And, yeah, and I'm also feeling you need to take action. You know, like, I respect that you obviously have constraints, but also, like I said, contact a hotline, make plans to maybe live with a family member, or find a friend, or talk to a coworker, you know, about what's going on. Well, maybe not a coworker because your workplace isn't safe. But make sure you're also, at this time, applying to jobs somewhere else. Am I allowed to ask what you're getting harassed for? Or what you're getting harassed over? Yeah, right now you don't have a strategy for keeping yourself safe, and that's keeping you stuck. Okay. And that's another thing, too. Like, do you have any alibis or any people with you? Well, so here's the thing. When you say they do nothing, do they write a police report? Because what you should do is demand a police report so that way you can get out of your lease to leave. And tell the police that. Oh, welcome back, Miss Intricate. I didn't want to talk to a coworker. I ignored him. Yeah, don't talk to your coworker. If you have family trying to seek help from them... Okay. And then also, cool girl, you've got Metatron. Ooh. Alright, let me see what else for your reading. And then I'm going to go ahead. I rejected him, that's why. Are you a female, so you rejected someone's advances? Alright, so it says, this very powerful archangel brings valiant... when this card appears, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective towards broader horizons. Some new perceptions are taking hold, and the clouds of confusion are clearing. In some ways, this could be a new beginning, for you're on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. Now is the time to focus on your personal vision. What do you want your life to look like in the years ahead? Create a clear picture of that and support it with daily thoughts. The insight you need to create vibrant life is available to you now. Yeah, this is for cool girl. But, yeah, you know, you do have some changes that are going to come this weekend. Maybe you're going to get a creative idea of some kind. But that's something to, consider. But, okay, alright, I'm going to move on to Miss Intricate. Then we've got Cutie Cat, Liam, Juff, Snacks, Angelus, and Nettie P. So, Miss Intricate, you are up next. Alright, so if someone if you rejected somebody and he sent people after you, so that's another thing too, you can find also LGBTQ safe houses and things. Go on Facebook too, and you can maybe find some local communities and explain your situation if you need a place to stay, because some people are really, you know, good about helping with that. But I recommend finding a social worker or someone else professional first before doing that. That would be last resort. You got harassed because you didn't want to... It's possible. I'm a gay male, yeah. If he cannot take rejection, then he needs us to fuck around and find out. Yeah, exactly. It's like, You know, just make sure that you are keeping a clear head and doing what you need to do to keep yourself safe. How does Jay see me in this moment? Does he plan to see me again? Yes, he does. Let me go ahead and see how he's feeling towards you right now. Alright, so I keep getting like the same cards. Let me see what this actually means. I tried to email something. No, you need to do a phone call. Do an actual phone call because this is like, it's a situation that's been escalating and time is essential. Especially for also getting evidence and whatnot. Alright, so for you, Miss Intricate, it says, knowing and using your true power, it says, this card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action, and in his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. Let me fast forward. When you receive the magician upright, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life, and just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and mists of the future will clear into brilliant reality. Do we just ask it questions in the chat? I put you on a list, and then I'll go ahead and do your reading, Sky. Thank you. But yeah, so I feel like this guy, like, I feel like you're transforming and Jay is kind of transforming in this connection as well. So it's like kind of open. I also feel like, so I had like Archangel Michael in reverse, and I feel like you're kind of like okay, both, maybe it's more you. Yeah, I'm feeling it's more you, Miss Intricate. You're not willing to admit something. There's something like a little ungrounded about your connection with Jay that you're not seeing. So try to make sure you're kind of like taking the time to stay grounded whenever you talk to others in romantic situations. Strategy. Okay, yeah, so kind of similar to what was going on with, okay, I guess this is tied into Sky, I guess, in Sky's reading, but, like, you need to have a stronger strategy when you approach this person because he doesn't want to mess things up with you, but you don't want to mess things up with him, and I think you need to acknowledge that. You've got patience in reverse, and your spirit guide team's letting you know you need to be more patient with this situation. This guy isn't, like, you're not constantly on his mind, and I think, like, you want to make sure that you're not projecting this onto him so that way it kind of like it gets in your head too much. We've got door to spirit. Yeah, so I feel like, you know, he is open to spirituality just like you are. And I feel like he does have a little bit of a spiritual connection with you, but I don't think he's fully cognitively aware of it. I feel like this guy kind of like goes about his day and he thinks about you and talks about you, but he's not like really as attuned as you believe. Yeah, we've got attachment in reverse. Please watch your attachment issues when it comes to this guy, because I feel like he's feeling a little rejected at this moment with you, and I feel like there's kind of like something you're not admitting about your attachment with him. Yeah, he told me to escape with him tomorrow, and I was like, no. Yeah, I don't know. There's just kind of something going on between the two of you that you both kind of need to just like take it down 2 notches. I feel like you guys are like really like salt and water sometimes, and like sometimes you go together really well, but then like if you're not balanced it gets too like so, and I think there's something like you need to come clean as well. Like you two need to like talk something through first before acknowledging what's going on with each other. Door to personal healing and happiness. Yeah, so I mean, like, I think he feels like your connection is healing and it's good for the two of you, but you gotta, like, find better ways of balancing out your connection and dynamic. I feel like a potato. Relatable, kitty cat. Yeah, no problem, Angelus. Wishing you the best, you know. Just keep it up, keep your head clear, and just one step at a time. Okay, anyways, though, Miss Intricate, that was your message. Next, it's Cutie Cat. Then it's Liam, Juff, Snacks, Angelus, Nettie P, and Sky. So, Cutie, you are up. You just want a general love reading, please. Okay. General love reading for Cutie, please. Hi, Avantika. Anything else? Okay, Cutie Cat. I'm doing well, thank you. So, yeah, so for you, Cutie, what I'm focusing on is I know you're watching me. So I don't know if there's, like, someone on social media that, like, you're kind of observing, or there's, like, someone you have a crush on. Or maybe you just kind of intuitively feel like people are watching you. But this kind of feels more of like you're watching somebody and they know it. Maybe, I don't know if you're trying to get someone's attention right now, or you're kind of like not sure if this guy likes you, or if you're kind of just like, I'm gonna do readings about this person, or like whatever. And I feel like this guy's like, when's she just gonna ask me out already? This like message is very like, who is this person? I don't know. Are you crushing on someone right now? Because I don't know why. It's just this very like, if that's not someone you're currently aware of, this is definitely like a future person, or like maybe it's a type of energy of a type of guy that you attract right now, where they are kind of like they're the kind of guy like they don't even need to look up from their phone because like I already know she's attracted to me. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll have a dinner date in a little bit, but I'm gonna keep looking back at you. I don't know. I'm having a hard time placing this energy, and I feel that you will reject me. Yeah, I feel like you're really afraid of rejection, and then you attract men that are so not afraid of rejection. It's not even funny. In fact, they deserve rejection. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't know. I don't. Okay, maybe this is my bias, but I feel like this guy is a little controlling. Whoever you're crushing on, he has like no doubt in his mind that you're interested in him, and I don't like his confidence. It feels very like he's being sexy. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, maybe it's because I get triggered by this energy. He's like, I don't feel like he's anything bad. I just feel like I just don't like his cockiness. I'm like, dude. Yeah, we've got happy family, and then we've got caring connection in reverse. Yeah, this guy's like not open to rejecting you publicly, but he's also not open to being with you because he's very like, he plays very mysterious, and he's very like cat and mouse. And he's just like, I don't know, he's a match for your energy right now. So like maybe if you're like looking to just like hook up and stuff, like I this is just not someone that I feel you should be romanticizing a long-term relationship with. Like if you want to have a lesson with this person, fine, but he is a notorious heartbreaker. And I feel like you kind of know this, and I think you know what you're signing up for. So, you know, just be safe, you know. Do what you gotta do. Let's see. Clear that energy out. Sorry. I'm like getting downloads because my third eye's open, so I'm getting downloads about all this other stuff that's not related to your reading, and I'm like, Sky Dancer, surrender. Yeah, so in terms of your love life, just surrender. Go have fun. Go have your little crush, your little crushy poo. Go do your meditations and your mantras, and like, you know, go on dates. We've got perfect storm, the courage to step into life. Yeah, I feel like maybe you were closed off to loving relationships for a while, and now you're kind of in a space where you're like, hey, I'll go have fun. I look good. I look cute. I'm going to go talk to somebody, and it doesn't need to be serious. Like, go have your villain era, right? Go claim your sexuality. Go claim your femininity, and just go be yourself, because I think right now you're in a safe position to do so. Root Girl, the disowned self. Yeah, so this is also a message that talks about, like, really facing your inner child, and, like, I don't know if you got, like, really rejected in middle school, or, like, there's kind of, like, this energy of, like, I did something to my crush that really upset him, when really it was, like, just a younger version of you that really just was super sensitive. So then you, like, grew up not actually, like, able to live to your full potential, I guess. And so now your spirit guide team's like, go be free. Just go have some, like, normal fun drama, right? Like, go date a guy that, you know, you don't really care what happens. Go get some drinks. Yeah, my mom's like, wear rubber. I'm like, oh my gosh, whoa, mom, okay. Yeah, ego sublimation. Yeah, you know, you are allowed to just go be free, have fun, and do what you want to do, right? Like, it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be a bad thing for you, but, yeah, just explore it. And then we've got obstacles. Yeah, you are your biggest obstacle right now in your love life. You know? So, and, like, I even feel like you're not, like, really worried about the one. You're not really worried about a lot of stuff. And I think you've got a lot of good friends with good heads on their shoulders. Kudos to you. Just make sure that you're not giving yourself a hard time when things don't, like, work out as expected. You know, like, you don't have to bawl your eyes out for days, but also you gotta be like, hey, you know, I'm still grooving. I'm still moving. I'm a free woman. Exactly. Exactly. Oh my gosh, you have so much fun energy. I'm just like, you're like my light reading for the evening. But yeah, anyways, that's your reading, cutie cat. You know, lots of good things coming your way. Okay, Liam, you're up, then Juff, Snacks, Angelus, Nettie P, and then Sky. That is the list. Okay, Liam, come on down. I think you wanted a general reading, right? Or was it a love reading? Liam! No problem. No problem. Go have fun. Go be cute. Just release all the drama. General? Okay. Okay, Liam, we've got take action on something. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, Liam? I don't know if you've been, like, dying about this creative project not getting done, and then you're not doing it in your spare time, like your life depends on it. Go be an artist. Go do what we need to do. I don't know. I can't remember what your specific thing was. I think it was some kind of a creative endeavor, but, like, go do it. Your guides are like, stop stalling. You're stalling on your life in so many areas. Door to romance. You gotta start romanticizing your life a little bit, Liam. Like, so Liam, I'm not gonna lie, were you kind of like that guy that, like, feels like romance is dead? Or you're kind of just like girls don't want me to talk to them anymore like this, or, like, girls just want to shake their booties and they don't like flowers and blah blah blah, or it's not real, or not that it's not real, but I feel like you just gotta, like, romanticize your life a little bit. You know, shake it up. Go shake your man boobies. Go have some fun. Because I feel like, so you got patience. There's upright and reverse. And, like, I feel like you keep going between being, like, way too patient with yourself and being absolutely not patient. You want everything right away at once, but not at once. Am I tripping? I literally, like, pull these cards, and then they, like, are, like, the same ones. You know? I'm just like, the garden and the gate. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you just need to step into your power a little bit more and, focus more on what it is you actually do want and really focus your energy on that because sometimes you can get into a negative headspace and then it distracts you. No matter what you have done, no matter how many mistakes you have made, God is here for you always. Yours is the safety and sanctuary of her divine love. She is your soft place to fall, your kindest and most enthusiastic advocate. Let her shift your experience from endless tasks and ever greater expectations into sweet relief and comforting connections. Yeah, like, you gotta, like, surrender a little bit and kind of just, like, be your own comfort for a little bit in your life. I don't know if you haven't shaved recently, too. I'm, like, sitting here, like, why am I feeling my beard? Oh. I don't know. Like, I'm just feeling a lot of, like, maybe you don't feel comfortable in your skin right now. Go get a facial. Get a face mask or something like that. I feel like you really gotta, like, kind of, like, prim yourself up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like you've gotta, like, make sure that you're, like, taking care of yourself and your body. And also your style, too. Maybe dress a little different. It's time to realize the true nature of certain life circumstances. Be grateful for what you have learned, but see things for what they are rather than what you wish them to be. You shall be able to recognize, process, and prosper from the truth, and do not need to fear the revelations that are unfolding. Sorry, I'm getting, like, a lot of energetic, like, distractions right now. So maybe, are you very distracted? Like, maybe, like, oh, okay, so this is like an example of your energy, right? Because I'm literally sitting here just like, I can't focus on anything. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking about this one person. Oh, this conflict that's coming up to my mind, or blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, literally, like, I can't, like, focus. Are you on any ADHD medications or anything like that? You might want to, like, look into just finding some good, like, supplements that help your mental health, or just, taking some time to practice grounding, meditation, and whatnot, because I think that's also just affecting you as well. Mind your mania. All right, and then, like, final card, we've got, in order to grow, the soul may need to separate itself from that which it once relied upon. Oppression will be overcome. Do not cling to what has been. Sometimes the best way to heal from the past is to cut it off completely and focus on inner regeneration and reorientation towards a more fulfilling future. You shall know true love and freedom. Yeah, so this is basically saying, like, you may have gone through some stuff in the past, but you need to cut that crap out. You gotta cut the old mindsets out. If you want things to get better, then you have to start telling yourself, hey, I'm distracted right now. I'm not thinking clearly. I need to put the book down and research ways to go help my mental health. Or, hey, I'm not feeling so good right now. I'm just going to take a time out. I'm going to take a breather. Like, listen, work is always going to be there. My creative projects are always going to be there. Like, really have some patience and go with the ebbs and flows of yourself until you can find a more even balance. Because right now you're just having a hard time slogging through. And, like, yeah, like, I can't even focus on what's going on in your reading right now. Because I'm literally like, oh, I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about that, this isn't right, this isn't wrong. Like, there's a lot of, like, conflicting energies. And I think, like, too, like, are you spiritual at all? Because I definitely feel like you might also have a problem with your psychic abilities not being able to, like, create psychic boundaries with other people. So, like, being able to, like, really, like, block out other people's thoughts. Because that can also be an issue with ADHD as well. So people that are very intuitive have ADHD because they don't know how to manage their psychic symptoms. That's what happened to me. I like, really was struggling with ADHD, and then I realized, oh, it's because I keep channeling things. So then I had to learn to navigate that. But anyways, though, Liam, that was your reading. Hope you enjoyed it. Next we've got Juff, then Snacks, Angelus, Nettie P, and Sky. Okay, Juff. No problem, Liam. I would like a love reading. My boyfriend and I had an argument yesterday, and he's not texting me since. I want to know his feelings and intentions towards me. Okay. Let's go ahead. I feel like he misses you, but he's still mad at you. Like, I feel like he wants to reconcile, but he's not ready yet. I think it's gonna take a couple more days. Yeah, strategy. I think he's, like, trying to figure out where do we go from here? Like, I don't really know what the argument was about. I feel like it was something kind of innocent, but I'm feeling like he kind of, like, broke something with trust, or, like, he's got some trust issues with you a little bit, and I feel like he's kind of like, well, is she gonna, like, throw this in my face later? Is she gonna do blah, 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 blah? And you're just like, I don't see what his problem is. I don't think it's a big deal. So I'd say, like, really make sure you hold space for him, because I think, like, you're thinking he's overreacting when to him it's a big deal and it's hitting something personal for him. So just kind of let him come back, and don't, like, look down on him, because I think, like, his anger is a little valid right now. I think that he just got really triggered, and it's not necessarily that your relationship's bad, it's just that he wants to be seen, and I think you need to create some space to see him. He was away for the whole day, and I got worried. Yeah, no, he's... Tune into the spiritual power within you. It is beyond what society understands and can offer you. Okay, so this is basically saying, like, hey, utilize your intuition with what's going on in your relationship, too. So... Okay, yeah, so it sounds like there's just going to be, like, a lower vibrational frequency that you're going to be clearing out. Alright, and basically just kind of create some more space for your partner and his authentic truth in your life. Because I feel like sometimes you diminish his feelings a little bit, which isn't really intentional. I think that's how you were raised, but I think it is harming him. Because one of the things, too, we've got door to personal healing and happiness. Like, I think he really does treasure and value you. And I feel like sometimes it's a little hurtful, because I think that he feels like you're not always understanding that that's what you mean to him. Like, obviously, y'all are not married. I don't think it's, like, that super serious, but I really feel like he wants you to know that he cares. And that's why sometimes he does get upset with you, because he's like, hey, like, I talked to you about something very personal and you just shut me out. Because, like, maybe that wasn't a big deal to you, but it was a big deal to me. And I feel like he's also upset about something from the past, too. That's why this is kind of like a culmination. It says... Alright, so she arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of her own making. She transforms our karma from that which hinders our joy to that which can create true happiness. As you seek refuge in her, you are protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. A positive turning of the tide of good fortune is predicted. Yeah, I feel like he just doesn't want you to get in his space right now. The last time I tried to give him space, we didn't talk for a month. Did it work, though? I mean, like, how long have you guys spent apart? Because I feel like, too, though, you also, like, just because he goes away for a bit and comes back, I don't think that's a good solution either. I think you should really honestly ask him, like, why doesn't he feel comfortable spending time working out his emotions and feelings with you? He shouldn't have to leave for a month every single time he's feeling upset. That's something that he's not dealing with on his own. Yeah, I feel like you're going to have success and work it out. I just think that, like, maybe within your relationship dynamic, you should ask each other, like, okay, what causes us to not feel safe in our relationship? And what does create connection between the two of us, so that way we can move forward in a healthy way? I feel like you just want to set better boundaries and set a better precedent for your relationship with him, so that way you prevent stuff in the future. Because he shouldn't be doing that. He shouldn't feel the need to run away for an entire month to get his head clear. If he's doing that, then he doesn't feel safe with you. And you should address that. And say, hey, like, you can be mad at me for, like, a week, but, like, after that, like, what are we doing? Like, why does it take you that long? Yeah. Well, and I think that maybe that's something he needs right now, is, like, don't talk about your relationship. You know, just let him have time and space to kind of just process things, and then just be like, hey, because he's not used to that. I think he's used to shutting down. And pressuring him to open up isn't going to get it to happen. You know, he needs to open up on his own. And I think he's still learning how to do that. And then, yeah, he was waiting for you to make a move. Yeah, so he needs to, like, work on his communication a bit more. But it's okay for you to, like, ask the right questions. You know? Maybe go look up anxious avoidant attachment styles online, because that's all, like, psychology stuff that might help you. Because he definitely sounds like an avoidant. But anyways, that was your reading, Jeff. Thank you very much. Hey, Snacks, are you here right now? I know you said you might be back in an hour. But Snacks, if you're not here, then we'll do Angelus, Nettie P, and then Sky. No problem, Jeff. Wishing you the best. Okay, let's see. Hey, Angelus, are you still here? Because I can do a reading for you about your situation. I mean, if you need additional information, I think a lot of what we already told you, though, should help. Yeah, the guy's stalking me. His name is Am. Okay. Alright, let me pull some cards about this, or AJ. Oh my gosh, yeah, you are in a dangerous situation. However, you know, your spirit guide team is saying, like, you will be protected. You just gotta... Yeah, you just gotta move out of your situation. I feel like, honestly, I think something about this situation tells me that your guides are literally like, we have to do something so extreme to clear out this old energy to get you into this new life. Because, like, here you started off asking me about this job and blah, 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 and how that's not working. And then now you have this harassment thing. Like, I really feel like your spirit guide teams are saying, get out, start a new life, start a new path and a new journey forward. Because you weren't going to make it on your own without that push. Yeah, so hostilities, yeah, obviously that's still going strong right now. Okay, and then you also have Archangel Uriel, or Ariel, looking out for you at this time. So you are being watched by archangels. And then we also have community in reverse. And I feel like you need to let go of your expectations around certain community members. It's kind of like you don't know how to protect yourself, so you get yourself into these situations. And I think that's what's also harming you, is lack of community and not choosing better support systems. Like, you need to make sure that you're choosing and utilizing your phone, or, well, you don't have a phone that's working right now, but not utilizing the internet, not utilizing the resources that you have, and, like, going and talking to people. Yeah, you're gonna need to move out, like, in the next couple of days. Another thing, too, in terms of, like, housing and whatnot, you can go online and find stuff on, like, Facebook and whatnot, but really, I feel like you should contact, like, a hotline and stuff like that, because they can get you temporary housing at a shelter. But start applying for jobs to whatever location you need to get to, because your spirit guide team will get you there. You just gotta focus on what is the next step, making sure you're safe, obviously, and then getting to the next town and your next journey. We got a predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the past of people with whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime. Trust in the doors that close just as much in the doors that open for you as a result. Yeah, so make sure that you are taking time to touch base with your own intuition on the situation. So, for example, if you are out in public and you're feeling a weird, creepy feeling that you need to go somewhere else, listen to that intuition. You know, making sure, like, whenever you're catching the bus or doing whatever you need to do, that you are paying attention. Have pepper spray around you. And also, another thing, too, this is something as someone who has a background, or a mild background, in self-defense, walk around with purpose and courage. Okay, because if you if you look really scared, people pick up on that and they are more likely to go after you, versus if you're walking around confident, you're looking around, you're aware, and you're not scared. It will make it a lot easier, one, for you to stay confident in yourself, but also making sure that you are having an energy or a vibe to you to tell people to mess around and find out. Like, even if it's fake, it is better to have a mess around and find out attitude in your head and pretend it than not. Hey, Mando, welcome back. Yeah, and then so this one is like, we may yearn for circumstances to unfold according to our personal preferences, yet to trust in divine timing alleviates stress, fosters more peaceful relationships with the universe. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. A negative cycle is due to end and a new dawn shall arise. Yeah, so I guess I'm also being called to share my story. So like when I had a stalker who was harassing me, he was my next door neighbor, and he had keys to my building, or my apartment building, and I was perpetually afraid that he was going to one day be waiting for me at the bottom of my stairs, and all this other stuff. So eventually it screwed up my moving plan. Hey, Snacks, you will be up next after Angelus. But yeah, what happened was I essentially was dealing with this person. You know, I had to get the police involved. I had to give my cat up for adoption. I had to do all this crazy stuff to get moved out of there. I had to throw away a lot of my belongings. But eventually I found temporary housing for a month until I could move to Austin. And somehow it worked out. I don't know how. It was very stressful. I had no idea where I was going, what was going to happen. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to move to Austin. But it worked out. And I can tell you that even though things feel really crazy right now, it will work itself out. You will get there. Just the best thing you can do is to really do as much stress relief as possible and focus on practical things of what you can do to survive right now. Start looking for jobs in the places where you want to work. Start figuring out what place that would be realistic for you to move to, and be honest with yourself. Like, you can even ask for things. Like, obviously, like, you're not going to be moving to LA, but if you're like, hey, actually, I just remembered my cousin over in the next city over, they have a place that I can crash on the couch for like maybe a week or two, and then I can get a job over at this place, or maybe get a job with him. You know what I mean? It's like right now it's scary and you can't think straight because you're afraid, but that's why coming up with a plan is important, and you will get through it. Yeah, the best thing is just get out of there. And like I said, do not hesitate. Take action as soon as possible. Do not wait, and contact those hotlines, because there are shelters that are available to you. Yeah, and like you'll find friends eventually too, you know, and be very open to receiving friendship from people. So that way you can go ahead and start actually, you know, having a support system during times like this, because you shouldn't be dealing with this alone. Especially as part of the queer community, you know, like shit happens to y'all all the time. And I should say y'all, but me too. But like as a gay guy, like, yeah, you deserve to be respected and not harassed, and, you know, continue to seek help. Okay. You know, thank you for coming back. You know, keep checking in. You know, I want to make sure you're okay, and wishing you the best of luck on your situation, okay? We care about you here, Angelus. All right, Snacks, what is your question? Then we've got Nettie P, then Sky, and then after Sky, I'm done for the night. IDK. Okay, I mean, you can ask a specific question, or I can do a general reading for you, which would just be messages that you need to hear right now. Or I can do a love reading for you. Those are classics. But if you don't, general reading? Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, let's get some general messages for Snacks. Ooh, you have such like a conflicting personality. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude, you're hysterical. First of all, you have a great sense of humor. I feel like, first of all, like, if you work in an office, I feel like you're like the office class clown. Like, you know how to get everybody going, but then you're like, guys, I was serious about burning the building down. Like, I don't know, like, you have a very, like... I'm laughing because I can relate to this, but I feel like you kind of have, like, a duality about you. You're like two people at once, and like one's like really dark and one's really light, and people only see your light, so when your darkness comes out, no one takes it seriously. I'm just like, bro. I'm sorry. I'm literally just seeing, like, from the office, or not office, Office Space, when, what is, not Newman, but like, it's the guy with the stapler where he's like, listen, if I don't, receive my paycheck by the end of this month, I'm going to, I'm gonna burn the building down. And then, like, you actually do, and then no one knows it's you. Like, literally, that's you. Like, obviously, you have more of a personality than he did. But, like, literally you would. That's so hilarious. I couldn't tell you face to face. Yeah, so I feel like you have a hard time just being honest with people, which is because, again, you have a pretty dual nature, where you're like, I don't know how to not hurt this person's feelings, so ha ha ha, I'm gonna make them laugh. Ha ha ha. Your body language says so much. So I feel like you're very intellectual, and people intellectualize you a lot. Like, not gonna lie, I'm not saying you're not, like, that smart, but I feel like sometimes you, like, come out of the blue, and you, like, say something very wise, right? And people are just like, oh my gosh, Snacks is, like, a genius. Like, guys, I don't think you understand. Snacks just solved world hunger like that, and he was so insightful. And you just walked away, and you're just like, Hitler. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like for some reason there's something about your personality. People put you on this pedestal that is kind of unrealistic. Because it's like, you are smart, but, like, they're treating you like you're like, I don't know, like, I don't want to even say, like, a Harvard person. It's just kind of like, it just makes me laugh, because I feel like the divine just kind of laughs along with you, versus you kind of get, like, a little scared sometimes, because you're like, guys, like, stop giving me work assignments that don't align with my values, or, like, no, guys, seriously, when I say no, I don't have the skills. And they're just like, no, Snacks has it, you know what I mean? He knows what he's talking about, and you're like, no, I don't know what I'm doing, God, no. Amanda K, can I ask a question? Yeah, absolutely. I have you on the list after Sky, and then you're the last one for tonight. I'm always amazed at how on point ratings are for me, especially for my spiritual beliefs, right? I totally feel it, because I feel like, too, you are a skeptical spiritual person, and then, like, people come out and read you to filth, and you're just like, oh. It gets worse the more you ask for more readings, and the more people give you stuff. Okay, so chaos will give way to higher order of love. Oh my gosh, you're so chaotic. You're a chaotic gremlin. But, like, you have, like, the nice balance between chaos, inner chaos, and very, like, controlled and disciplined, right? Because I feel like for you, discipline is very, very important. I do be trolling. I get you. I see you. I also feel like, this is going to sound kind of weird, Snacks, but, like, I don't know if you have, like, a certain level of attractiveness. That's what also makes people not believe you. So it's like, you're not, like, the hottest guy in the room, but you definitely have, like, attractive enough features, or there's something about the way you present yourself that nobody suspects that you're the office troll. Like, people literally are like, there's no way. No, yeah, like, Snacks is a good person, right? It's like, you're, like, right in the middle where nobody knows, like, what you really are behind closed doors, and it's just so great. Oh, you tickle my inner trickster. Okay, anyways, let there be peace in your heart. As Blue Terra looks into her right, gazing towards the future, she sees a vision of your peaceful, protected, authentic, expressive future. Peaceful, protected, and authentic future. I feel like your version of peace is sitting in a chaotic room and eating popcorn while everything's on fire, and you're like, this is fine. I got money in the bank. I'm doing what I need to. Y'all are the ones that are, like, making this crazy. Like, I don't know what y'all are talking about. Like, literally, like, I came in for the coffee. The only reason I work is because it's fun. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Alright. Face your fears, for it is the right time, and you are ready to overcome them. You will be given the power to fully embrace your heart's desires. Embrace your path with confidence. I do feel like you struggle with confidence a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's because you are the local trickster. You're kind of not used to, like, exercising your worth. I feel like sometimes you rely on just being, like, the shadowy mid-figure instead of, like, actually stepping up. Because you don't want the responsibility, but your spirit guide teams are going, like, listen, the world kind of needs you a little bit right now. Like, it's okay. It's okay. And they're like, just, like, let go of some of your fears. Because I feel like sometimes you do get a little afraid of being rejected. Sorry, I was just like, you were the one who shot Trump, aren't you? Because I look like a 20-year-old white man with black hair. You're cute. Thank you. Thank you. I love this outfit. I'd be hiding. Yeah, and, like, your spirit guide team's saying, like, listen, you don't have to run around and save the world. You don't have to go out there and make a show of it, but you can also just, like, step up a little bit and say, hey, like, yeah, I do have my own thoughts and emotions, and, like, here's the thing. It's even better being a troll when you're doing it in public. Right? Right? Like, I don't know. Like, it's okay to live it up a little bit. I feel like you're trying to protect yourself a little bit, and your spirit guide team's just saying, no. Go do the weird thing. Your people are summoning you. We're calling you to exist and be a little more visible. You don't have to go out there. But, like, for example, like, say you really like making memes, okay? I'm saying this as someone... Okay, no. I'm ending your reading on this story, Snacks. Because this is a true story for all of y'all. So, I have a favorite rock band, okay? And, I was going through a rough time. And, one day I got the courage to make some really poorly photoshopped memes about them and post them on their personal app so the band can see them, right? And these guys are famous. Like, they're not like, you know, your local dive bar band. Like, no, like, they're on the radio and stuff. And so I got a reputation for making memes. And then what happened, people love them so much, that's what created this YouTube channel. Because I said, by being a troll, I said, hey, wouldn't it be funny if I got drunk and read people's tarot cards and sassed them about their relationships? And members of the band liked it. So I did it. And now we're here. And, like, eventually what happened was when they got off of the app and then they just went back to doing their thing, I created an Instagram account that they all followed, and I just made memes about them, and they shared them, and at one point their frontman, like, shared one of the photos on his profile, and I started just getting flooded with people, and I started going, oh no, I can't handle the pressure, so I deleted it. But yeah, it was just a stupid fun little thing, but, like, afterwards, when I started meeting people in public at concerts and whatnot, people were like, wait, you're that person? And I was like, yeah, like, I never posted my face. But, so, like, I don't know if you know who Alan Watts is, but, he is a, philosophical, British man. If you're into spirituality and things like that, everybody check out Alan Watts. He has really great, you know, recordings and stuff. Well, Alan Watts is featured in a bunch of their songs. So my profile picture was a picture of Alan Watts with, like, these shitty, like, the troll sunglasses, and then a cigarette backwards in his mouth. Actually, I'm gonna show you. Snacks, because you're a troll, I'm gonna show this to you, and then I'm gonna continue on with the readings, but I feel inclined for you to appreciate what I did to these people. Yeah. Alright, one sec, I'm getting the photo. It's loading. But yeah, so like the whole point though is at the end of the day, even if you're just a little more visible, you'll attract better people and it'll feel less claustrophobic when you're not hiding your weirdness and just allowing things to kind of be. Okay, here it is. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. This was this right here was my photo, my profile photo for the longest time. Again, just behold the backwards cigarette. It was not intentional. But get it, Watts up, bitches, Alan Watts. Yep. Yep, that's what I did. That's what I did in my spare time. Yeah. So. But, yeah. Anyways, though, go live your dreams. Go be a meme lord. Go do what you need to do to express yourself freely and go ignite your light into the world, however crazy it is. But anyways, those snacks, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, like and subscribe, all that cool stuff. No problem. All right, Nettie P, you are up, then Sky, then Amanda. Yep, I do this every Tuesday and Thursday. So, I do weird stuff as well. If you also like Dragon Ball Z, sometimes when the guys are all hanging out and stuff like that, I've done Vegeta impressions during my readings. I've done Mickey Mouse in character readings. I've done all kinds of weird stuff, so stick around because it's a weird show. Lately, I've been getting a lot of like kind of traumatic posts from people. But yeah. What is your question, Nettie? But yeah, I don't know. You never know what's gonna happen on here. You never know. Okay, Nettie, what is your question? Why is my daughter so hard on me? Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah, are you... How is your housing situation? Did that end up working out? I hope you're in a better position, girl. Whew. Okay. This one's like a heavy energy, so I'm only gonna limit this one to 5 minutes. Alright, so I'm seeing in that moment I didn't care. And I never want to feel that way again. So I feel like your daughter really, she's very resistant. Like I don't want to say, yeah, my spirit guides are telling me not to say certain things. Basically, she was just really hurt by something that you said and your circumstances right now. And I feel like she's bitter about something that you said and the way you handled a certain situation. And I think she, right now, is in a headspace where she's not open to listening to you at this time. Hi, Kelsey. It's closed right now, but if you like and subscribe, I do this every Tuesday and Thursday. So I do free readings all the time. Thank you. But I do feel like she's definitely just having a hard time within herself reconciling with you. I feel like I just keep hearing like she shouldn't have said that, she shouldn't have said that, and she took it really, really hard, like to heart. And I think right now you're going to be having a difficult time accepting or acknowledging the pain that you caused her, and you need to let her come to you first. So I'm hearing like you're his world. So I don't know if you had a conflict over, are you dating someone right now that she doesn't like? There is a little bit of jealousy, I think, between her and some male figure that's going on, or maybe there's some kind of like a past pattern that is causing her to be reluctant to accepting any changes on your part. And I feel like she's like not wanting to accept your boundaries right now in terms of relationships, because I feel like you're not prioritizing your relationship with your daughter in terms of with these other people. We've got the thinking man, so I feel like there's like a guy that's also influencing the situation with her. I don't know if it's like a parent figure or if it's like, I don't know. There's definitely some kind of like a male energy around here. So maybe it's kind of someone from her past. I don't know. I feel like she's just very defensive. Because she could also be in her masculine as well. I just think there's a lot of like lack of acknowledgement, looking away, or maybe like you looked away from certain opportunities that could have helped you. Storm warning. I'm gonna go ahead and read a card about this. I don't know. Your spirit guide team is being very cryptic with me on purpose, specifically because like your daughter wants privacy, and also because of the standpoint that there's other people influencing the situation that you're not aware of yet, or not wanting to accept. So it says, this card indicates a potentially difficult either in the external world or within yourself and your emotional life. The difficulty is coming closer, and you may have already heard rumblings of potential problems around you. The caution here is to be conscious, but yet not fearful. Consider what's going on and look at the situation with calm clarity. Investigate your options and honor yourself and your intentions. Stand up for yourself and take action on your own behalf. As with all difficulties, even the worst storm passes. Always remember you have the power and wisdom to handle whatever may come your way. So there's something about like the real reason why she's upset with you is going to come to light soon. And I think it's going to be a little bit bigger than the argument you guys had. She's just not ready to acknowledge the wounds that she's caused in you, but I think you're also not open and willing to listen to her in your fullest capacity because you're stressed out. You're dealing with all these other things that's going on in your life, and I think that's why, prioritizing your mental health and taking care of yourself would be very important right now in order to connect with her. Because if she sees you taking care of yourself and you prioritizing, owning your side of the situation and say, hey, I have no control over her emotions and thoughts and feelings. I know you want to protect her and I know you want to help her out. However, you need to prioritize yourself right now so you don't project anything onto her. I feel like you have a hard time sometimes acknowledging, too, that she has her own thoughts and feelings. And that's what's also getting in the way of y'all's dynamic. Which is normal. That's what happens between parents. But, specifically with whatever's going on, it's taking a toll on both of you. And you need to kind of adapt to what she's going through if you want to actually truly connect with her. If you're not able to acknowledge any mistakes that you've made on your part, then it's going to be a lot harder. So having some honest conversations with yourself first will prepare you to actually talk with her. And that may resolve a bunch of it, is maybe just saying hey, I made some mistakes, or I wasn't able to handle this thing right, and I acknowledge that, but I'm still your mom and I want to show you that I love and support you. Just any words of encouragement like that. Just let her be in her space and don't worry about consequences for being honest. Because I think she'd prefer more honesty from you than not. But anyways, Nettie P, that was your reading. I hope it helps and wish you the best of luck with your daughter. This sounds really messy, And I do hope you get it resolved soon, okay? All right, Sky, you're up, then Amanda. Nope, it's Sky's turn, then Amanda, and then I'm done for the night. How are you doing, Amanda? Sky, it's her turn. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm closing up shop a little early tonight. I'm like not feeling it today. I would like to ask, what are Jay's thoughts and feelings for me? Oh my gosh, you're the third Jay person today. So, like, there's a Jonathan, a Jay, and then what was the other person's? I don't know. But everyone's got a Jay on their mind. Doing okay, man. I started this live stream off with a bad headache, and, like, I finally worked it out, but gosh, I've just been getting a lot of pressure in my head. And I think some of that's stress, but also it's, like, a bunch of, like, mental health stuff. Alright, what are Jay's thoughts and feelings towards me? I'm feeling stuff in my sacral. This is weird. Does he, like, obsess over you? I'm kind of feeling, like, a weird obsession energy, or, like, he's, like... I don't know. Do you know anything about his sexual health? Because I feel like he's kind of got maybe a corn addiction of some kind, some kind of, like toxic relationship with sexuality. And I don't think it's his fault, but I definitely feel it's like an addiction, or like a sex addiction or something. You've got Archangel Michael, so, like, you are protected in this situation. Yeah, he's definitely a logic-based person. I don't know, this guy, though, his feelings are really kind of messed up. I feel pressure too. You'll be fine. Okay, good, because I've been sitting here just like, what's going on? I feel like my body and brain are just like, ugh. Yeah, so, like, that's what's also going on with Jay Sky. Like, he's got an unhealthy relationship with his emotions. And he's like, so first of all, he is, like, so resistant and reluctant to letting you in. Like, I'm like, kind of like, I don't feel like this guy's, like, worth your time even pursuing or dating, because he does not take his own emotions seriously for himself. It's kind of like, this is a little gross. I feel like he either, like, watches too much TV, or there's, like, something where he, like, so say, for example, he watches a movie, and there's a character that dies, and he laughs about it, and then, like, one of his little emotions is like, oh, well, if that would have happened to my significant other, or if that would have happened to someone I cared about, I would feel so awful. It's like, he'll sit there and laugh, and then he'll look at that version of himself and go, like, you're a pussy. And then go on and laugh. Like, he's got a, like an unhinged relationship with his feelings, that he doesn't take them seriously, and he doesn't take them into account with his, like, decision making. But, like, the worst problem about it is it's like, it's not like you can get rid of your feelings entirely. So, like, his subconscious feelings genuinely don't come to the surface, but he's making decisions with them because he can't avoid them. They're a piece of him. But because he doesn't value his feelings, yeah, I don't know. He's just like a walking red flag. That's why, like, feelings towards you in particular, like, I don't think he really notices people outside of him. I'm sorry, like, it's not like like, he notices you, like, you exist, blah, 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 blah. Like, he's in a mental headspace where he's so disconnected from reality, where it's kind of like he can't, like, actually see you. Like, there's not, like, a genuine feeling, thought, or emotion behind them. What was also interesting, too, so the cards did a weird synchronicity thing, where you've got a 35 and a 53, and then a 13. Right? So, I don't know, too, does he like scary stuff? Like, superstitious? Because I saw 13 and immediately I'm thinking, like, he'd be like, oh, let's go see Friday the 13th, because I'm not afraid. I'm into scary things. I'm tough. So this card is financial constraints. And I feel like he's like... He's got like a judgment against you of some kind. I don't know. He's like gross. Like, I don't know. Are you going through any financial constraints? I just feel like he kind of like doesn't take things seriously, or he's like, he acts like he has a bunch of money, but he really doesn't, but like he does, but like, I don't know, like, I don't know, I'm sorry, Sky, like, I just don't like this guy's energy for you. I think you can do like 5,000 times better, and you should get away from this person. Yeah, I was immediately like, get away, like, go away with him, like, that's like what he would want, so that way he could do whatever he wants, but like, I'm like, no, you're like a jerk. I'm honestly confused about him. So yeah, no, you're confused because your spirit guides don't want you to see what he's actually like. Like, this guy's not a healthy person. And I feel like he's like really manipulative. Like, and I feel like he does this to girls all the time. Like, he's just, and guys, like, he doesn't even do this, like, he does this to his guy friends. Like, I see this guy, like, he'll, like, play little mind games on his friends just to see if they, like, react to him or whatever, and then they're like, dude, why are you being weird? And he's just like, oh, no reason, like, he's got, like, a weird little and I'm like, I don't know, like, where I come from, dudes like him get popped in the mouth. Like, I'm sorry, like, they don't mess with that sort of shit. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I'm like, dude, you mess with the wrong person, they will beat the brakes off you. And I just don't think he's met his match yet. I don't know, Sky. I'm just gonna throw a big major red flag and please walk away. Let me get you one more card. Yeah, patience. I'd say just be really patient, and you're gonna get confirmation that this guy's a weirdo. He's a little wacky and not in the right way. Yeah, just wait for confirmation, and then you're gonna go like, oh, that's okay. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want him. I don't know. He can go dance that way. He can go dance with somebody else. Because I feel like you're gonna get a very clear sign. You're gonna be like, ooh, that doesn't feel right. Yeah. All right. Anyways, Amanda, you are up. You were the last reading of the night. Oh, yeah. Stay safe, Sky. I don't know. Just be careful if you're noticing yourself attracting weird dudes or anybody that's giving you these weird mixed signals. Walk away. I feel like you've kind of dodged a couple bullets in the past, and your spirit guide teams are saying, hey, look, let's not date guys like him anymore. Yeah, no problem. I just want you to be safe, girl. Because this guy's just like, he's not going to hurt you, but he's definitely, like, not, like, if you got into a car accident and he knew about it, he wouldn't pick up the phone. That kind of shit. Not because he doesn't care, because he's just, like, goofy in the head and does shit to try to be like, oh, I'm gonna, like, teach you a lesson, or, it wasn't that serious. It'll be like, okay. Mess around and find out. Alright, Amanda, what's my ex-Gemini's feelings and thoughts for me? How does he view me? I had another question I wanted to ask, but when I came on the other live, the questions were closed. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Alright, what is ex-Gemini's feelings and thoughts? How does he view you? Was your ex very sexual? He feels very, like... I don't feel comfortable saying that on a live stream. That's, like, more of, like, an in-person thing. But basically, he still has very sexual desires towards you. I feel like he has a lot of fantasies that are kind of just more of, like, you know how, like, when dudes are, like, you know, winding down for the night, and they're like, alright, what porn do I watch? What do I think about to get me off? Like, congrats, that's probably you. 9 times out of 10, because he's very, like, that guy was very visual and very handsy, and I don't know, he's just got a weird, he's got a pervert vibe too, okay? I'm sorry, he does. I feel so bad for you and Scott, like, no, like, So gross. Okay. It says when hope is lost, a way forward cannot be sensed. Love will find a way. If the path does not yet exist, then it shall be created. If you cannot see or feel how you move from where you are, wisdom and grace will manifest at the perfect time and provide what is needed. I feel like um yeah, I feel like he's definitely lost hope in your connection. I feel like he's definitely just kind of like over it. Like he's very much in this headspace of just like, why is she doing this to me? Like he feels kind of entitled to your headspace and your energy and your body when he really didn't do like that much to deserve you. Handsy, yeah, not the pervert vibe too. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm just kind of like, I don't think he like respects your boundaries, and I think he's like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like he's kind of like, he's a little pissed that he didn't get to have sex with you. I don't know if he's kind of like feeling like you're a little bit of a priss, but I'm just feeling this energy from this same guy. Yeah, right. It's the same guy. He's very just like I don't want her to know things about me, and like I'm. Is that weird? I kind of have this feeling where he's like, I'm a Gemini. Like, was he kind of slightly into astrology just to, like, get girls or something like that? Did he have, like, just enough knowledge to be dangerous or, like, to make girls feel comfortable with him? I don't know. I feel like he's a player. And so he's used to getting his way. And so when that doesn't happen, he just, like, rage quits. And he, like, rage quit on you. Well, not really rage quit, but, like, more of, like, a... She didn't fall for it. What do you mean she didn't fall for it? She was literally like putty in my hands, like. And then he's like not holding himself to blame and accountable for what happened, so he's blaming you and like saying things. It says through journeying within, you will gain energy, insight, and freedom from the constraints of what has been. Allow that which needs to end to do so. You shall realize that you are not being denied but released. Yo, I would love to tell this guy, saying like, you're not being denied, you're being released, bitch. Like, like you are not being denied, you are being released. Um, yeah, because that's the thing is like I think he's kind of used to getting his way, and he's a little mad at you. I'm not gonna lie, he's a little salty. And he's not accepting that that's not something personally. I mean, it is personal against him because he kind of, did some things that caused that. But, like, he's not, like, he's in denial of his role in the situation and about how it's making him feel. So it's kind of like he's putting and placing a lot of his emotional regulation on you instead of taking ownership of the fact that he did what he did and he said what he said, so you're allowed to react to that. I don't know. He's a little childish. I'm not gonna lie. He's emotionally immature. You have more power to evoke a positive shift in your circumstances than you realize. If anything required for success is lacking, the Divine Mother shall provide it. You are crossing a crucial spiritual threshold. Yeah, it's more of the same energy where it's kind of like he's got a power complex, or he's kind of like he's putting you in charge of all of his thoughts and feelings mentally. And then there's also something with astrology. Dude, that's kind of weird. Like normally I don't pick up on that, but there's something like with astrology where I feel like he's kind of like, I don't know if he's like looking into it, or maybe like because of you he's more like, maybe I should explore the spirituality thing, like what the heck is going on, or maybe he's like worried you're like following him spiritually because he can't like get you out of his head or something. I don't know. There's something also spiritual that's kind of like, oh, is this it? Oh no. Okay, so this is what I'm kind of feeling. I feel like, sorry, the spirit guide team is kind of like poke, poke, poke. Hey, remember the time you dated Amanda? And he's like, what do you mean? And he's like, they're like, hey, I'm gonna send you like her favorite car, or a car that looks just like hers, is gonna park right next to you. every Sunday when you go to the bar. And the only reason he notices it is because he thinks you're going to be there and goes, oh shit, she's here. And then mentally prepares himself and stews for the hour until he realizes that you're not actually there. Or like the spirit guide team are like I feel like there's these subtle little spiritual things where he kind of feels like he's getting dicked with a little bit. It's like not enough to like really make him like spooked or scared or whatever, but like there's enough a little like kind of like, hey, by the way, I'm here. You can't get away from me that easy. And I think that's causing him to kind of maybe look towards spirituality a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I would not be surprised if some weird little things started happening in his life, so then he starts ignoring it, but then something like really in his face happens and he goes like, oh my god, I don't want to think about Amanda. But then he thinks about Amanda. Especially at night. I think that's when he kind of ruminates on things, because he tries to not think about how he did you dirty, and then it's lingering. Because I feel like he could get away with this with other girls, but because he couldn't get away with it with you, he like wants you more, but he just wants you to submit more, and he's just not letting go of this current situation. So he lost hope in the relationship, but angry because I don't want to have... Yeah. I think he did something because I'm tired of this, and IDK, this is ongoing. What's ongoing in particular? Like, you having dreams about him, being spiritually connected to him? Or is he, like, actively, like, trying to get your attention or in your life? Ooh. Ooh. Sorry there. This is funny. I feel like feeling connected to him. Oh, yeah. No, because here's the thing. I can tell you, Amanda, like, so when that shit starts to happen, you know, you really got to make sure you protect your own energy. Because he's going to receive it in his own way. So earlier on in this reading, or this message, I got checked really hard by someone's reading, and I figured something out about somebody. So essentially... not everybody, like, so say you sense things in a clairaudient way, where you, like, you hear things, you hear his voice talking to you in your head, or you hear, you know, different messages about something that's going on with a person, or you feel it in your body. The message I got for somebody else, and I'm feeling I need to share it with you, is he might be receiving messages, but in a way that he can understand. So maybe he gets dreams. Maybe he, like, I feel with him because he's super visual too. I feel like it's like a matter of like him like looking on screen at a bar. Like, he's hanging out with his friends. I see him at a sports bar. He's trying to not think about things. He's out to have fun. All of a sudden he sees a commercial, and like the pretty blonde newscaster looks exactly like you, or like says like your name, or like there's like something like so stupidly like he can't ignore it, and he's like, what the hell? And so like I feel like he tries to ignore it, but it's not working. And because he doesn't believe in God and all this other stuff, he thinks it's his mind fucking with him, and it's kind of funny. Yeah, but that's how he's receiving messages about you. And here's the thing, when I did this reading, it just hit me like a giant like rock in the head about me and somebody else, and I suddenly was like, oh my god, that fucker was aware the whole time. That's why I'm saying, I'm like, listen, I don't think, like, I don't know, maybe go back and watch some of the earlier parts of this live stream. This live stream had a lot of really good information about, like, people and channeling and stuff like that, because I realized a lot of these dudes are, like, he says one thing, believes another until the real spiritual shit happens. Or they're very aware and they play dumb because they want to mess with you. In your case, I don't think he's playing dumb. I think he's just in denial, and I think he doesn't know what he's actually experiencing it. But he does, if that makes any sense. But that, because he does, he's in denial, and he's also just kind of like, what does Amanda have to do with this? And he's like, I don't know, he's still hung up on you a bit. That's why he's, like, salty, and he's kind of mad. He has God as his wallpaper. Interesting. He's gonna get a really rude wake-up call when he realizes that God and the universe don't work like how we expect it to. So what he really wants from me and how he views me like a pick-me-up, I think, well, my personal opinion, I don't think he's worth your time because I don't feel like he has like a healthy view of you. I feel like he's a little bit narcissistic. I feel like he's really just kind of in his feelings, and I feel like he's kind of like, he's a little vindictive right now. Like, he's kind of just like, he's butthurt, and I don't think he's gonna react in a positive way if you try coming forward and fixing things, because then I think he's not gonna respect you, and then he's gonna get all nippy, and I'm like, you're acting like a certain kind of dog. Yeah. I don't know, like, for some reason, like, I'm watching myself on the camera, and I'm like, I gotta just, like, look good. And I feel like, he's kind of obsessed with appearances. And I really think he's, like, he just keeps trying to, like, imagine you doing sexy things, or, like, trying to be like, all right, if we, like, got in a relationship, what would Amanda be doing? And could I get her to act like the way these girls do that I've had in the past, or blah, 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 blah. And it's like, dude, no. No. I wouldn't read judgment. Yeah, no, let him steal. Let him get what he deserves. Sorry. I have no mercy. There is no mercy coming from me. I don't know. I just... Because, like, in terms of, like, pervert energy, it's not, like, the kind of perverted where he'd, like, you know, like, harm you or do anything, like, creepy. It's more of just kind of, like, you know, like, whenever you're watching a TV show and everyone, like, laughs and he does something perverted, and then, like, people are like, that's, like, actually not funny. That's, like, cringy. Like, it's like that. So basically this man wanted sex. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, he did want more, but, like, it wasn't, like, more in the sense that, like, a fulfilling relationship. Yeah, no, good for you. Good for standing on business. Because it's like, for him, like, again, it wasn't just sex, right? Like, I will give him that, but it's not that he had the right mindset going into a relationship anyway. Like, you are on a different emotional playing field than him, and, like, he's used to being a player, he's used to narcissism, he's used to projecting onto girls and the same kind of cycle. So when you didn't fall into line with that, he was just like, oh! Oh, like, literally, like, if he was a, like, I'm sorry, this dude kind of has a little bit of a bitchy inner woman that's like, ah! Did she just, like, spit in the coffee? Oh my god. Like, yeah, like, he's just like, yeah. Sorry, there's a little bit of a delay for these messages. I don't think he wants to change you. I think he wants to control you. Which is, like, kind of the same thing, but I feel like he's like, there's, like, Bud Light and Miller Light. He's, like, Narcissist Light. Hi, Clarity Cat. Yeah, no, he's kind of like, he's not like a full narcissist, but he definitely has narcissistic tendencies where he's kind of just like, I'm gonna see what I can get away with. That's what I'm saying when he's like being all like, oh, how dare she reject me? Like, but I'm hot. Like, what do you mean? I'm sorry. This guy's energy's bringing out this version of me that I'm like, I don't want to access to that, but I'm just like, ooh. No, don't treat Amanda that way. You thought you'd get away with it. Yeah, I get bitchy catty energy from him too. That's why we always fought, because naturally I make friends with men's more. Yeah, but he's also very feminine. I don't know if you knew that, because if you're a more masculine woman, you're probably going to attract a more feminine man. And ooh, how dare she rejects me? I'm hot. Listen, sometimes I wanna know what y'all's like, the people y'all are dating, because like some of these people I channel, like I've had times where I've done readings for people, and I'm like looking in their energy field, and I was like, ooh, I don't know what this guy looks like, but he's really hot. Like, hello, like, hi, that person's attractive. And then there's other dudes where I'm literally just like, dude, I know my client likes you, but you're gonna need to go to the left, sir. To the left. I realize this is a camera, so it's like to the left. But yeah. Anyways, though, since we have a couple people coming in, I closed the list. But if you like and subscribe, I do readings every Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting at 7 p.m. Central. So come back for another reading. I'm just kind of wrapping things up with Amanda and just being sassy. Like, sir, I'm hot too. How dare you try me like that? Oh my gosh. Like, listen, two can play at this game. Two attractive people, and we get, like, WWE style, where we're just, like, versus. Actually, no. Versus. What do you see happening between me and him? Why do you want this guy, Amanda? Girl, I already told you what you need to hear. He's narcissist light. Don't go back to that. No. Don't let him win. I don't care how hot he is. Bad. That's a big nope. Exactly. Nah. I know we all want to tame the narcissist. I know we want to ride that dragon. But we can't. There's nothing that we can't fix. Only God can fix. Okay? And listen, like I said, I already told you, if you go back to him, he's not going to respect you, he's going to be extra pissy, and he's going to be vindictive. Because he's going to not respect you for going back to him, because he knows he treated you like crap. And what happens with men that, like, if you go back to them after telling them no, they don't respect you. So then he's going to continue to cause problems. I want to know the situation he will literally find where I'm at. I want to know if he will try that again. No, I don't think he's going to try that exact same situation. I think he's just going to, like, feel things out. Maybe come back in a couple months, but, like, nah. You need to give him the hard boot. Give him the out. 2 strikes, you're out of there. Nah, man. No, what I need to have is I need to have a whole venting session about, like, listen, I am not a fan of some of the guys that some of y'all come in here asking for ratings on, because I'm sitting here just like, and you can probably relate to this, Clarity Cat, but I'm just like, how dare you talk to my viewers this way? Like, I'm like sitting here just like, absolutely not. You, sir, can step out that door and stay away from my people, alright? I will tell them every single time. I don't care how many times they come on my live stream and ask for the same reading about the same douchey guy. I will tell them every single time. He ain't it. Love yourself. Goodbye. Heal yourself. Love yourself. Go talk to your mom. Everybody else, do better. So, this is funny and entertaining. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's just like, I don't know, like, I really wish this world didn't put so much emphasis on, like, physical appearance, because so many people would realize how bad a lot of people are out there. Like, there's way too much of this, oh, but he was hot, so I'm gonna let him get away with doing whatever. I'm a cool girl, because I'm screwing the hot guy. And it'll be like, girl, love yourself. Stop encouraging him. Cut that man out. I will tell you as many times as you need to hear. Yeah, And don't have a kid with him either. Don't give him your money. Don't give him your energy. Just write a bunch of, like, angry love songs. And then move on. I'm telling you, the world would be a better place. Anyways, guys, I love you very much. I'm heading out earlier tonight because I'm just feeling a little tired, but thank you so much. As I said before, like, subscribe. I do readings every Tuesday and Thursday starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. Also, check out my website if you ever want to book me for a professional reading, because I do those as well. Yeah.